story.
Fact, we lie, but facts,
Yeah,
facts.
like that's what I'm saying.
Shit's stupid, bro.
And now it's like, bro, the whole point is we were happy that we don't
I'm
have
still
gimmick
out,
pay
man.
per views, but like, man,
Facts. Nah, I mean, nah. If they're gonna bring, if you're gonna bring back Bad Blood, welcome to the live. If you can bring back Bad Blood,
hmm
get rid of them pay per views from NXT and bring them, take them away from them. Give us
facts.
Mercy,
Ain't no
give us
reason
No
for
Way
NXT
Out,
to have those pay per views
give us
or
Armageddon.
those names,
Armageddon was my favorite back in the day, man. I
bro.
used to love
No
Armageddon.
mercy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what really pissed me off? They have Judgment Day, bro. How do you have a pay per view called Judgment Day and not bring that shit to the main roster and have the actual team Judgment Day be there? Make it make sense. That's easy money, bro. Like what the fuck?
Well, it ain't easy money no more because them motherfuckers is done up.
Yeah, not no more.
D2, what's going on, gang? DT2, what's going on, man? What's going on with y'all? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Chill
Welcome,
live
welcome.
today. We having a party. I got my guy Ricky the Shadow in the building. Make sure after the live you subscribe to the channel. I put that in the chat for a reason. Let this man get to 500 ASAP, man. We trying to run it up on y'all, man.
Yeah, trying to get to 500 before the year ends, man.
Oh nah, we you gonna get to 500 before Thanksgiving. That's gonna be a good Thanksgiving dinner for sure. Shit.
Yeah, I better go subscribe. I got good videos up, and I got some good coming out too,
Niggas always
especially for
want
Halloween. Y'all gonna definitely like that. I'm
Halloween
excited for
Havoc.
Halloween.
What's going on?
That's NXT too. That's another thing. How the fuck you gonna give NXT that shit?
Bleeding Green, what's going on? Man,
What's
I
good,
mean,
Green?
but I don't mind that because honestly, I think NXT handles shit like that a little bit better. Like if you do Halloween Havoc on the main roster, you
Mm.
know what you're gonna get. Rhea Ripley gonna be the main event. You're gonna put the
Mm-hmm.
Y6 as the opener. Karrion Cross might do something with NXT that like I like my wrestling serious, but I know when to have fun as well. The thing I say
Mm.
about NXT has a lot of fun. So they could certain pay per views they could keep like Halloween Havoc. I'm cool with that.
Mm.
In your house, they did a really good job when
Yeah.
they was doing in your house, but I do miss the NXT takeovers, Brooklyn, shit like that.
Yeah.
That was peak, bro.
Like NXT takes over Brooklyn. NXT takes over LA. NXT takes this. Like it was pretty good, man.
After Raw this week, I said Raw was the best show, but after that, NXT is easily the best show right now.
Bro,
After that,
Raw
yeah,
was rushed. I'm sorry.
the 2 hour shit don't work, bro.
No, it don't. Bro,
Mm-mm.
everybody's like, "Oh, I hate 3 hours because we have 6 men tag." We just got 2 hours and we had a 5-on-5 regular woman on woman
Oh,
shit.
that shit was bad, bro.
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck?
so what's the point
And
of Natalia being in this match? That's number one,
they came out to her theme song.
bro. This shit.
That's how rushed they had to do everything.
Remember, y'all, we talking about the women's. Remember, I said we are gonna talk about the women's division, man.
Hmm.
This shit is not good, man. If y'all ain't check out my video, check out my video. I was talking about black women in particular, but just in general, the women's division for Raw and SmackDown, that shit is not. It's even at the top now. I was saying, yo, they too top heavy. Even the top really ain't shit because I love Liv Morgan, I love Rhea Ripley, but this shit is kind of getting out of hand now. It's time to get that shit up out of here, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
getting
move
bored
on.
of it, man.
NXT Deadline is most fun shit. Yeah, yeah, bro. NXT, bro. NXT is the most well-rounded wrestling show right now, bro.
Shit.
SmackDown is ass. I'm sorry.
Bro, you know what's the problem with SmackDown? They keep fucking focusing on that bloodline bullshit, bro. It's the bloodline shit. Though,
I'll
like
say
for the
that.
last fucking 5 years, it's bloodline this, bloodline that. It's like SmackDown used to be the real show from 2016 to 2017 and 18.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was fucking with SmackDown. The minute that bloodline shit happened, it's like, all right, bro. It's like the only story y'all really care about is that damn bloodline shit.
Yeah. Raw got a lot of side stories that you could like really get interested in. The shit with Karrion Cross, the shit with the New Day, the shit with the YS6. The
Mm-hmm.
shit with Pure Fusion could have been interesting, but oh yeah, let's talk about the women's division. What in the
Yeah.
fuck was the point of putting? I've been waiting for him to put Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler together for years. He
Mm-hmm.
finally put them together, and they're subjected to losing to fucking Lyra, whatever the fuck her name is, Valkyria, bro. She
Mm-hmm.
not it, bro. She
Mm-mm.
she she's not it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I think Zoe Stark has more potential than her, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They had Zoe Stark
I agree.
with the Trish Stratus storyline, the Becky Lynch storyline. He sees the vision. She see the potential,
Yeah.
but they just don't know what to do. She's right there, bro. But you put her in this shit, and then Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler getting their ass whooped by fucking Kaden, and Katana. Come on now, it's no
Yeah.
fucking way they beating them.
My thing is, you know what the fuck WWE's problem is, bro, and it's pissing me off? They don't know how to book real badass women.
Mm.
Like, I have never seen a badass woman, like legit badass, not feminine, no type of way, be booked right. Like, oh my fucking god.
Talk
It
about
is
it.
not hard to grab Zoe Stark, a good striker, Sonya Deville, and Shayna Baszler, who has MMA backgrounds. It's not that fucking hard. Make them like a Brock Lesnar. Make them fuck people up. Make them beat people up. But that promo shit, like for example, I'm sorry. We all know Shayna's lesbian. Everybody knows that. She's the first openly lesbian superstar or something like that. When she say shit, your men wish you could take us out and shit. It's like, huh? Like we know we know you not in the same team as us. Like we know. What was the point of that? Like, oh my god. Make them the female BCC is easy money. Do you mean like when you mean BCC, do you mean like Blackpool Combat Club?
Right. Bleeding Green, you threw me off with that shit too. I like BCC. Oh, hold on.
Right. Do you mean
We
like
going
Blackpool Combat Club? Like the ones from AEW with Danielson and Moxley? That's the one you're talking about, right, Green?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, here's the thing though. The reason why the BCC worked was because they had William Regal. They need a manager. Cause Sonya's alright in the mic. Zoe's better as a wrestler. And I'm sorry. Oh my god. Shayna sounds like Naruto when she talks. She
Bro,
sounds like Naruto, man. And I cannot unhear that shit. When someone pointed it out, I think of Naruto.
she
Like,
could
oh,
have benefited from somebody like
a Paul Heyman.
they wouldn't give her that. Like
They should.
if she
They
had like a
should have.
Reggie or something like that, I think so. Like they just don't want to take risks, bro. Give her
Yeah,
something
no.
like a Reggie, or if she had a Leo Rush, somebody
Oh
type
my
of
god.
character, I think that shit like
If
to
she had a
manage her.
Prince Nana, that would have been dope.
Yeah, something like that, bro. Like they be afraid
She can
to.
benefit off of having someone as funny as charismatic as a Prince Nana.
But you give Carmella a fucking James Ellsworth and shit, but you won't give a dominant woman a fucking manager. That shit is crazy, bro.
Bro,
That shit is crazy.
I
I
don't
don't
know what when that that whole dog collar thing she did with him. You know Vince loved that shit. That had to be Vince.
Oh hell yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for
I'm trying to
sure.
think though.
What's y'all predictions tonight for SmackDown, man? Y'all think Lash Legend Carver Jackson taking it? Where my dog Q at? He gonna be late probably, but I said Q. We finally get to see Lash Legend versus Jay Cargill. Let's see
Yeah.
who outperforms who. Let's see who is better in the ring. What we gonna see? I mean, I'm sure Lash Legend gonna have more spots. Oh shit! Yeah, there we go. Hey Q, we gonna
Oh
see.
shit.
We gonna see, bro. Who?
Mhm.
No, they retaining. Of course, they retaining. Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I would love them to have a shock value and have them like win it, but come on, it's their first match in the main roster and all
Only way
that
you do
shit.
that is if Jade and Bianca turn on each other, but that's not happening right now. They're
Hmm.
gonna beat the dog shit out of them, or it's gonna be a decent match. You know, if it's a squash match, you
Nah,
need
they cannot do that. Listen,
it.
if you gonna have a big buff girl like Lash Legend, you gonna give her a squash match where she
That would be
loses,
crazy.
you a dumbass.
That would
Like,
be
fuck out of
crazy,
here.
bro.
Here's my thing though. if they gonna lose it, I see them accidentally doing something. Like I accidentally see Bianca accidentally hitting Jade, or
Hmm.
or Jade accidentally hitting Bianca, or some shit. They're not gonna lose it clean.
Yeah, nah. I would do it though. I
I
would
would
do it.
too.
I would do it just for shock value, and then do some shit like they win it right back again. So now they three-time women's tag team champions, and you
Mm-hmm.
just keep building. You're building. You're building. You're building. You're building, and then they could split up eventually. Because let's be honest, no women's tag team is really worthy of taking the belts besides maybe Io Sky and Kyrie Sane, maybe, and that's not even a
Maybe.
real tag team. It's really
Yeah.
when Oscar come back, she gonna be ready to go, but who realistically, who we always saying who's gonna beat Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, but look what the fuck they did. They had Unholy Union beat them. The pure fusion beating them is not that unbelievable because these motherfuckers actually fight. However,
Yeah.
they've been booked so ass that if they do beat them, people gonna be like, why the fuck you let them win? Even though these motherfuckers who actually fought in MMA and shit like that. So
Mm,
they booked themselves into a corner. If they lose tonight, they'll get a little bit of people like, well, at least two
mm-hmm.
black women won. At least two black women lost, but two won. But then
Mm-hmm.
after a while, they're gonna be like, why the fuck are they the champions? Are they gonna be on the main roster now? Or are they taking the
Mm-hmm.
belts back to NXT? It's too many questions.
Yeah. I think Last Legend is because someone just asked, do you think they're ready for the main roster? I think Last Legend is, but as far as her sister, that's her sister, right?
Cool.
Last Legend. What's the other girl's name?
Jakara Jackson?
Yeah, that's her sister, right? Or no?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well, I don't know if she's ready, but I think Last Legend. I think she's ready for the main roster for sure.
Got you.
Didn't beat Bianca.
And in triple that, they pinned Shayna.
And that's what I'm saying though. Notice
Yeah,
how they had
see?
to pin the other teammate to lose the title. That should have been the easiest way. But because now they got the title back, it's like, okay, who the fuck is gonna beat them then? Like they're not gonna lose clean.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be like a fatal four-way tag team match or triple.
A ladder match.
That's so
The only way
ass.
I can see them losing if it's Jade or Bianca's on the top of a ladder in a ladder match and they push the ladder and they fall down and they go climb the ladder and take the belts. As but a clean 1, 2, 3, hell no. They're not gonna do that. They're going especially to Bianca. The only people that did that was with the Becky whole situation, but that's because it's Becky. And other than that, they're not gonna man, they ain't gonna do that to B.
And that's what's so ass about strong booking, bro. They book these
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers so strong to the point where well, she can't take the pin, so it got to be some bullshit. It got to either be a roll up or interference. Somebody got to come out of nowhere. Just let the motherfucker lose. It's
Yeah.
not that unbelievable for me that Io Sky will be capable of getting one over on Bianca Belair like she did.
Mm-hmm.
So if Io Sky could beat Bianca Belair, and if somebody like a Candice LeRae could beat an Io Sky or a Kyrie Sane, then why the fuck can't a Lash Legend who's bigger than all of them beat a Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill straight up? You
Facts.
know that like that's weird to me. Like that's weird, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these, I'm happy they don't do the roll up shit as often as they do, but they did some. What matches I watching and that shit just happened? I was like,
I think it was the
Obafemi,
huh?
the Obafemi versus Tom D'Angelo.
Yeah,
I'm
that was a roll up.
like,
Cause when I saw, I'm like, well, no, like protect him, yes, but there's better ways of doing
just
it.
fucking fuck it, just beat him. Fuck it,
Yeah,
like it's a win regardless.
yeah,
So you rolling him up is just well, he only beat him because he rolled him up. Okay, she still lost, motherfucker. I would
yeah.
have rather he
You know,
lost off of hit him with a finisher.
you know what they could have done, and they don't even do this shit no more. Why not do a thing where like he hits the finisher, he pins him, and the dude's right next to the rope, and he puts his leg on the rope, but the ref doesn't see it. He
Yeah,
counts 1, 2, 3, and they still go with it. And he's like, "Yo, my leg was on the rope." It's like, nah, he pinned you 1, 2, 3. I didn't see that.
yeah. You could do that.
Alba should be
Could do that.
double champ. I agree. He should be double champ.
They ain't ready for that, man. They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that smoke. I think Triple H done with that shit, that double champ shit. I think Roman's gonna be the last one for a very long time. I could see a woman being a double champ, low key.
Rhea.
I'm not gonna lie.
I see Rhea doing that.
I could see a woman being the tag team champ and the fucking world heavyweight or WWE champ. I could see that
Yeah.
for sure. Over should have
Yo,
vacated it. Yeah, he should have. He should have
DT2
vacated.
just I've been saying that shit. He should have
Mhm.
vacated that shit. He should have never lost it. They should have pulled the Oscar on him. Like go to the main roster, but instead of losing, you vacate that shit.
Yeah, that would have been fire. He would have
That's what they
vacated that
should have
shit.
done with him. Not lose it to no Tony. Listen, Tony seems cool and all, but like, y'all really think that gimmick gonna work on the main roster?
Nah,
Let's be real.
they're gonna tone it down a little bit.
They're gonna
They're gonna
have
tone it down
to.
a little bit. Oh shit! Delayed press.
Whoa.
Thanks for the dono, my boy.
Okay.
I appreciate you, gang. I appreciate you. Wow. Whoever, hey, yo, don't let me find that comment. I'm gonna ban their ass, bitch ass.
Facts,
Nigga.
bro. We don't,
That's
yo,
emotional.
we
Yeah.
don't deal with that fucking racist bullshit here, bro.
Appreciate the dono though, man. Really, really
Hmm.
appreciate you, but my boy. Welcome to the game, man. They should have let him lose to Wesley. You know what? I wouldn't have been mad at that, but Wesley had his time type shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think Wesley needs to go to the main roster.
He had his time. He gonna lose to Trick Williams for sure, but it's gonna be a good match. I could see him losing Trick Williams and maybe old boy from the Rascals interfere because they got to get one more. He won
Mm,
one. He won one. Maybe old boy
true. They
interfered. Then
gotta
they
break the
get the
tie.
third. Yeah.
But then what the hell they gonna do with Ethan Page then? Because from the looks of it, they're going something with Punk is gonna have to happen. Because
He should be North American champ. I think. I
you
think that
think,
shit would benefit him. Him being
bro?
Tony D'Angelo would be cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Can I
Type
just
shit.
say something? I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. If you become North American champion, you are more important in my eyes than the NXT champion. I'm sorry. I don't give
Hell
a
yeah.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. The
That, that's
title looks
new.
good.
That's the new
The
IC belt essentially.
Yeah, like that title looks the best in my opinion. It looks like a unique. It's unique. It's different, and the way these wrestlers carry it and stuff, it just seems way more important than the NXT title. And that's just me.
I love the brown straps and the white straps.
Hmm.
The men's belt with just a regular black strap is kind of starting to get played out. I think
Yeah,
motherfuckers should like have if I want a blue strap, let me get a blue strap. If I want the red
facts.
strap with whatever the case, a red strap with the current World Heavyweight Championship or a brown strap, that shit would look brown strap. I think that shit would look good.
You know
With
what's a good idea?
Gunther,
Get that US belt and put that shit a red strap, like a bright red.
but niggas gonna say they copying what
What?
MJF did though. That'll be the only
But
thing.
to be fair, MJF was the whole flag. I'm just
Yeah,
saying, just put a little red, like like they did back in the day.
yeah.
Like fuck out of here now. Everything gotta be all black and shit, man.
You know how these fans get down, bro.
Like
You
black
know
leather, black
how
leather.
these fans
It's played out.
play it out for show.
And then if they do something, they put something as stupid as make it full blue, universal title, full red. You don't like no motherfucker.
Like the shit that they did with the IC belt for Jay Uso,
Hmm.
that should just be the definitive belt from now on. Like if
I think
somebody
it's
beat
gonna
him,
be.
don't change that shit back, bro.
Yeah,
That shit
I
looks
think it's gonna
perfect.
be. I still feel like they should bring back the black strap one. The one, you know how people want the white strap one? And there's a black
Yeah,
version of it, like
yeah.
with the black strap.
The Cody Rhodes one, yeah.
Yeah, bring back the black strap one. The one them like Bret Hart holding and shit, cause that shit looks amazing. That shit looks like a world title.
What the
Bring
fuck?
that shit back.
Who the fuck is beeping the horn, man? Don't make me come outside choke slam one of y'all niggas. But did ass though. What yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kinda want Carmelo Hayes to beat LA Knight. It might be an unpopular opinion, but I was thinking about this shit earlier. I'm like, yo,
Mm,
have him beat him, have Andrade beat him, then have the motherfuckers keep passing that bitch around, going in triple threat. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because we gotta get a triple threat eventually. You
I
know what I'm
see that.
saying? Because I think Andrade might
WrestleMania.
cost him. He might cost him tonight. I think Andrade gonna cost Carmelo Hayes. I don't
I
think
see
he,
that. You think it's gonna play that all the way to WrestleMania?
nah.
Mm.
They want LA Knight to have a formidable opponent for WrestleMania. He not gonna have a belt to WrestleMania.
You
Triple
don't
H
think so?
done. Nah, Triple H done with that bullshit. Mm-mm.
Mm.
He might drop that bitch to Carmelo Hayes. If not now, eventually, I think he might, bro.
Probably at the Rumble.
Yeah. Damn, WrestleMania season already about to come up, y'all. It's already
Yeah,
coming up.
facts. It seemed like we were just. Wait, hold on. Bobby just signed a deal with AEW.
Is it official?
Yeah, it's official. Like, at least that's what sources are saying. He hasn't debuted yet or anything. But check this out. Wrestle Dream, right? Swerve Strickland's gonna have a segment.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I think that's when Bobby's gonna pop up. We already have MVP. We already have Shelton Benjamin. Bobby's gonna have to pop out. What y'all think is the two greatest belts of all time? The two greatest belts of all time, like of all the professional
Yeah.
wrestling, not just WWE.
So we gotta think about that, bro.
Bro, you know what? I don't give a fuck what no one says. You're gonna have to say one of them has to be the NWA Championship.
Mm.
Let me tell you why. It was the NWA where the original World Heavyweight Championship design was introduced. The big gold one, it was there. It
Yeah.
was introduced. Also, because of NWA, you got WCW. Because when WCW started, it was WCW presented by NWA, and then that's when guys were winning the NWA title in WCW. And then when
Mm-hmm.
they TNA started, it was TNA presented by NWA. So that's why instead of Kurt Angle being TNA champ before, first he was NWA champ. Then they made the TNA championship. Then Kurt Angle became TNA championship. So listen, you're gonna have to put the NWA title up there. That's just straight facts.
I think the big goal is it's nostalgic from being
Mm-hmm.
watching SmackDown with Batista and watching Triple H from Raw and shit, but that's just a sexy ass title design for sure. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie, bro.
I'll
That
I'll
shit
put
is
those two.
boom.
I'm gonna put that too. The NWA title, the one they have currently now, because it's the original one, and the big gold title. And again, that's because NWA came up with that. Flair introduced that shit in NWA. That shit wasn't in WWE. That shit wasn't in WCW. That shit was an NWA title.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. The $1 million championship is hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
I think
very
that
underappreciated.
yeah, I like that shit. But they fucked it up when they tried to bring it back. I think who the fuck
Hmm.
had that shit? That
You know what?
man
You
is
know what pisses me off?
Cameron Grimes, bitch ass. That
Yeah.
he fucked it up.
What pisses me off is how you gonna have Barry Corbin do a gimmick where he's a rich, cocky
But he
prick,
don't got the
but
man.
not give him the freaking $1 million title.
Cameron Grimes fucked it up, man.
Yeah. Or how about this? Ric Flair.
Mm.
How y'all not gonna give him that title? His whole gimmick is that he's rich as hell. Hell,
Did LA Knight have that shit? Oh my butt.
yeah, LNA had that shit.
Mm.
Uh, I may go Big Gold and
Mm.
TNA X Division belt.
I love the X Division belt, bro.
Not hold on. I know a belt that we gotta talk about. The white strap IWGP belt for the men. Do you remember the old one?
Yeah, the new yeah.
Not the new one, the one before then with the white strap. That shit look nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Say New Japan got some, bro.
New
New
Japan
Japan
got
got
some good
crazy,
belts.
bro. Even the belt Mercedes Monet got right now, that shit look kind of that shit look better than the TBS to me. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather
Word?
walk around with that with the pink strap. I'd rather walk
The
around with that shit.
Stone Cold Smoking Skull with the rattlesnake.
Mm,
So the thing with that is,
mm.
it only looks good on him.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
I think the Rock shit look hard too. I don't care no. Both of them.
Bruh.
The people chant one with the Brahma Bull. That shit kind of. I mean, it's only good for
Ugh.
him, but I'll buy that shit for sure.
I don't know. I ain't really fucking with that. I ain't gonna lie.
But the new one, you don't fuck with the new one.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Cause
that
it's like bro, honestly, if you look at the original one they were gonna use, and you look at the new one, it's the same shit. They just changed the shape and added a couple of things.
you got that aura.
Um.
Did y'all check out my video? I said the Rock should beat Cody Rhodes for the belt. Niggas was mad. Y'all was pissed. Motherfuckers
Oh,
called
yo,
me.
you know what? You know what's a good belt too? The original Ring of Honor belt, the big silver one with the big
Yeah,
ROH letter red. Eddie Kingston. No, not Eddie Kingston had it before. Who was it? Claudio had it before he get lost to Eddie Kingston. They introduced the new one.
it's a hot take, but I like the previous NXT belt better than the new ones. I'm not going to cap because
The
the
colorful one?
yeah, bro, that I've never seen no shit like that where it got colors in it. Like that's
I
so
mean, it
underrated.
was different. The thing is,
especially the women's one. The women's one, Mandy Rose made that shit look really, really good. Like when I seen that shit, on
I
Mandy Rose,
like the white strap one.
that shit look
It
hard.
fit perfectly. But the men one, I don't know. I wasn't really fucking with it.
The
I
new
like the
ones look
silver
kinda
though.
serious. Like the new ones look like I don't know. I don't mind they
Mad
redoing the
clean.
NXT, but like the vibe is kind like the logo serious. The belt NXT is not a serious. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
niggas,
too polished.
people was hating on 2.0, but now that I'm starting to look back,
Mm-hmm.
every gimmick that was in 2.0, every character, like everything fit the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now it's kind of like they still doing wacky, goofy shit, twerking and doing all this shit, but the shit look like a serious like wrestling show now. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That shit weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. What's another belt? You know what's a belt? It wasn't a good looking belt, but it had the potential to be a good looking belt.
24.
Nah, the cruiserweight.
I
When
like
they
that.
introduced that
I like that
purple
shit.
piece of shit,
The old
oh
cruiserweight
my
championship
god.
are
Yeah.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what's crazy? You can go online right now and see a fan edit. They took the purple one, made
Put the
it
gold
black,
into it.
gold, and silver. That shit looks beautiful, bro.
Bro, the old cruiserweight championship that Chavo had, I used to like that shit. I ain't gonna lie,
Oh
bro.
yeah, I like that. That one looks pretty good.
I like that shit. I'm still trying to see which belt I'm getting. I'm definitely getting the belt. I'm getting myself one for Christmas. I
hmm
might get the North American Championship. Not gonna lie. I'm not
Yo,
gonna
facts. I think I want to get a spinner belt, the North American title
yeah,
belt.
it's hard, but it's hard to get the spinner belt. If you want the shit to be official, you're gonna have to pay bread because the cheap spinner
Yeah,
belts and shit's hella small. Because I was gonna get one, that shit was hella small, hella plastic and shit.
yeah.
But North American Championship with the brown strap, I might get that shit.
That shit looks beautiful, man.
What y'all got going on though, man? Y'all wanna play a game? Anybody wanna play a game? Don't
What's-
say y'all can't say shit in the chat though, type shit. But let's play a game. Let me see something. Let me see if this shit work. We testing out new shit, y'all. So bear with
the
me.
worst hit, the worst belt in history is that 24/7 belt.
I don't agree with The Rock winning the title. Listen, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying it's very possible.
hmm
Listen, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. What game? Watch this. This gonna be easy for us because we are very knowledgeable. But
Right. Is
let
it
me know
like
you.
Kahoot or some shit?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Y'all can see.
yeah, I can see. Guess the top 50 theme songs. Oh shit.
All right, let me turn this shit down a
Wait,
little.
wait, hold on. From what era is this? Is this any era or what?
I think it's right, like current. This shit
Oh,
came out 2 months
current?
ago. It's gonna be
Alright.
easy type shit, I think, but let's see.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
you
let's
a
see,
true
because
WWE
Death Rebel
fan?
likes to do remix.
If
Right. Y'all ready? I'm not even looking at the chat right now.
Yeah.
But
Try to
y'all
make the screen bigger though.
get bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, that's better.
Alright. Let me view it. Alright, bet fuck it.
yes, then guess the 50 WWE
Chat, I can't
superstars
see
by
y'all
their
right now.
theme
I'm looking at the
songs.
screen, so
Are you ready? Let's go.
hmm
wondering.
I think they're gonna start
Which
off
WWE
easy.
superstar comes out to this theme
It's
song?
gonna start easy, y'all. I ain't watched the video
Roman Reigns.
before. No shit. If it's too easy, I'm clicking off the first one.
Facts.
Alright, so
Punk.
Can you tell which wrestler uses this
Having
theme
Chris and
song?
Wild right there is crazy.
CM Punk.
Why they ain't put something for real wrestling? Come on. I know you're gonna start off easy, but this is like easy.
Yeah.
They got one more chance, y'all.
Right.
Guess the WWE
This
Cody
superstar
Rhodes.
from this
They got
song.
one more
Cody.
chance with me. If they would have played Eric
Cody
Rowan theme
Rhodes.
song, I probably wouldn't have guessed it. I don't fucking know
Right.
this theme song at all. Who ended?
Who ended The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak?
Whoever made this is a piece of shit.
Right.
Like this
Rock?
shit. Come on, bro.
Right answer is option B, Brock Lesnar.
They got one more chance. Alright, kiss my ass. I'm done.
Bro,
I'm done. I'm done.
it's like, are they even trying?
That shit just pissed me off, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. See, that shit just pissed me off. Oh shit. But don't worry, y'all. Play Jimmy Wayne, yeah. Now don't worry. I'm gonna share my screen again because I got this is really y'all. I said we're gonna talk about the women's division. Hold on, y'all. We got a special guest entering the building. We
What we
got
got?
the OG himself.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's good,
Building.
OG?
Good. What's good? What's good? Let me hear what y'all talking about. I just clicked in. Let me just. I'm just here.
Now we
Uh,
good. At first we was playing the game, guess the wrestling theme, but that shit was too damn easy. So I'm
mm-hmm.
playing with sharing the screen. Today is ladies' night, man. We talking about the women's division after I made that I thought gonna be controversial video, but apparently people is fucking with it. So that's always a pleasant surprise.
Mm.
The greatest group music. I gotta go DX. I gotta go DX, bro.
Evolution, bro.
That's a good one. Evolution.
Evolution?
Pull it up. Pull it up. Well, no, never mind. Don't pull it up.
Why you want? Why copyright?
Okay, if you try to pull it up, get it anywhere from WWE because WWE don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Pull it up. Pull it up and find somewhere that got like 73 views.
But I mean, if they
That's
copyright
true.
the stream, it's all right. I ain't gonna be that mad at that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
NWO has a pretty good theme song.
But is it the best? Would you say
The
NWO
best?
is the best?
The best. For a faction? I mean, it fit what they were going for. So you gotta look at that too. Oh no. OG, you said Evolution, right?
Yeah, Triple H, Batista,
Yeah.
Evolution.
Evolution. That could work. Ooh, NWO Wolfpack did have a great theme. I'm trying to
I'm gonna say
think.
an underrated one. I think this is because people didn't like the group, but the
Mm-hmm.
League of Nations, bro, that was an epic ass theme, bro. Dun, 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 dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun,
it definitely
dun.
fit
That
them
was
for
kind of dope.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think people just didn't like the group, so it just kind of went under.
Even though it's not, this shit don't really count per se. I would say the Undertaker, like Ministry of Darkness, like that shit within itself, even for the group,
Yes.
bro. That's my favorite Undertaker theme song. That shit is
That's
way
my
better
favorite
than
too.
that. Shit is hard, bro. I'm
I
sorry.
felt like they should have let him keep that theme song throughout the rest of his career.
That shit.
Like it was so different compared to the other ones.
Hold on, I'm about to listen. I can't find all these shits got millions of views, but fuck it. They ain't gonna strike me. I don't think. Cause
You know who?
I
Just
play
You
make
know
music.
what was an underrated theme song?
we one though.
What happened?
Well,
Don't get nothing ever from WWE.com.
Yeah. Oh wait.
mm.
Let me make sure I'm not on that one. Hold on.
You
Oh
know
shit.
what was the group that Rey Mysterio was in during WCW? Not LWO, the one he was with Conan.
Dirty Rascals.
Yeah, they had a pretty decent theme. They had a pretty decent theme. I was listening to it the other day. Yeah, that was when he was unmasked, right?
Yep, he had the horns and shit.
Yeah, he had the horns and shit. He was wearing like overalls or some shit.
I wonder if that's why Stephanie Valkyrie wear that shit. Wear
What?
the Maleficent shit she be wearing. I wonder if that's an inspiration. You know, she not even
Probably.
Mexican. I
She
didn't even know
not?
that shit. She from Chile or some shit like that. I'm like,
Say
but
what?
she like a fucking legend in Mexico though. So I was like, I just
Man, that's the thing about. You know what? Say what you want about Japan and Mexico,
Is
but
the
you can
Rock
be
on
from
SmackDown?
anywhere,
My bad.
and you
Is the
can be.
Rock on SmackDown tonight or no?
What happened?
Is the Rock gonna be on SmackDown tonight or no?
they
I
didn't
don't.
announce it.
No.
Roman is addressing.
Yeah, Roman's definitely gonna be on it, but I don't know if The Rock is. Mm,
Let me see. Let's test the waters.
let's see.
Evolution is a mystery, full of chains that no one sees. Clock makes it full of history.
That shit is fire, man.
I'm gonna say I think Motorhead might, bro. Them motherfuckers really,
Yeah,
that shit really made you think Triple H was singing all his fucking themes. Listen, y'all say what y'all want
bro.
about Triple H, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H really like, even though he was never
He
the
had the best
mega
themes.
star, he had
He had.
all the shit like
He had the best themes.
See if you can find League of Nations.
League of Nations. Triple H had all the
Yup.
shit that you
Oh
would want.
shit! And now I remember. Okay, I know. You know what was my favorite faction theme song? Run DMC's version of D-Generation X theme song. When they took it and they made their own version of it, and Triple H and DX started coming out to that one, that is my favorite one.
Really?
I think it's called the King of Rock or something like that.
These fucking ass. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
When the people. Oh, you're talking about boxing? That's tomorrow.
Yeah, these niggas was not trying to let me play this song for some reason. They hit me with 2 ads. I got you. Who boxing tomorrow?
Beevil. Demetrius Beevil?
He gonna whoop. He gonna beat Arthur. What you call it?
Yeah. I
TJ,
hope he
what's going
wins.
on, man?
Shoot. That ever since he beat Kaleno, dude been unstoppable. But the other dude got a 100% knockout ratio though. That's the thing.
Nah, I think Bevo got it. What the fuck y'all know about? What y'all know about boxing?
Facts. I'm about to start doing more about boxing videos too soon.
I was gonna be a boxing channel originally, but
I was gonna be like wrestling,
this the
MMA,
one?
and boxing.
Coming to get you beat.
Let me see.
This shit do go hard.
That was the right one.
That's a champion beat.
Building your online business.
Fuck you. That shit, yo, I hate that shit.
Shit. Oh, you know what was a good theme? And it started off as a faction theme, but then it just became Melina's theme when she was with John Morrison and the
I'm
other
sure y'all
dude.
said Horseman already, right?
What happened?
Pretty sure y'all said 4 Horsemen already.
4 Horsemen?
4 Horsemen? I didn't even think about 4 Horsemen.
Oh. I can't. It's got too many sounds to mimic.
Yeah. It's one of those theme songs that has a lot of elements to it.
That's why I was thinking about we doing the group faction draft, but it's really not that fucking many. Like we wouldn't each be able to do 5, I don't think, because I can only think about like maybe I got 10 off the head, but like 15, 25, I don't think so.
I mean, the thing with that is you also gotta keep in mind, like, let's say one of us be like, "Oh, Bullet Club." Which Bullet Club?
Oh yeah. So I would definitely say Bullet Club for sure.
Right. And it's like, oh, wait, but which Bullet Club? The one where Cody was in it, the one where Finn Balor was in it, the one where Kenny was in it, the one right now.
Cody, I ain't gonna lie. Cody and Bucks, that was one of my favorite because them motherfuckers was going crazy at that time, bro. And they was trying to go at WWE on some invasion shit. That shit was pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, let me ask y'all a question. Who do you think is the second, like, because Rey Mysterio is obviously the best masked wrestler when it comes to the Lucha Libre shit. Who do y'all think is right behind him? Present, past, whatever. Who do you think?
I don't know if he the best. I ain't gonna lie.
Whoa.
I'm gonna just say Ultimo Drago just because I can't think of nobody right now.
Okay.
Am I saying him right? Ultimate Dragon, Ultimate Drago?
I think it's Ultimate Dragon, yeah.
So do Eddie Guerrero count, or are you talking about niggas with masks specifically? Or are you talking
specifically with masks?
Oh, I was about to say
you can talk about his time where he was the Black Tiger, but it has to be specifically, and not just any mask, a Lucha Libre mask.
It's Rey Mysterio for sure. Then Penta is really tough. I mean, Penta is tough. That shit.
Penta's gonna be up there when he gets to WWE.
bro. I'm I'm
He's
not
gonna
gonna
be
lie.
raised equal.
Hey, you remember when CM Punk wore the mask though? That was a
That
good
shit
look.
was hard. That shit was
Yeah, I
hard.
like that. I ain't gonna lie. I love that run from Punk with the mask thing. It was very different.
Psychosis. That's a name I hear in a long ass time. I used to
Hmm.
love Psychosis, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know why. I was weird, but
What was?
oh, wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Since I got my two guys here. We in the building. I gotta ask. I posed this question in the video I made last night and in the community poll. I said Bianca Belair has the potential to be the first female megastar in WWE. Did we already have a female megastar in WWE prior to, or are we looking to see who's going to be the next? Is it going to be her? Is it going to be Jade? And now the reason why I said I think she's going to be the first, or she, if not already, is because you got to understand what a megastar is. I can't
Hmm.
think of no women wrestler that I could be like Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Stone Cold,
Hmm.
Rock, blank.
I agree.
Charlotte, no. Becky, no. Bailey, no.
No,
And somebody said Mercedes Monet.
she was supposed to be.
As of right now, I could kind of. She
Hmm.
was in Star Wars. She got these endorsements. For
Yeah,
AEW, she might be the megastar. But
yeah.
who's the megastar for WWE or who is gonna be?
Rhea.
It ain't no fucking Tiffany Stratton. Let's get that out of the way.
It's Rhea. Let
Mm.
me no. Let me tell you why. Rhea is the most over female on the roster right now. I'm gonna say it. Ain't no one over like she is. It's only a matter of time before you see her in some type of movie. First of all, I can see her in the DC universe.
Mm.
I can see her doing something like that, or maybe even be in a horror movie. But she's gonna be in one of those types of movie pretty soon. It's only a matter of time. I think she just really keep in mind. Rhea just turned 28. She is young as hell. She got all the time in the world. The closest thing to a megastar is Rhea, Bianca, and pretty soon Jade if she ever plays Storm. Because I know she wants to play Storm. Wait, is it Storm she wants to play? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
but
Storm.
that's not happening.
You don't think so?
She not a good enough of an actress. They MCU they a cash grab, but they not trying to fuck up no more. People will be very
Yeah.
upset to hear her speak. Trust me. But my only issue with bruh, I don't think Rhea really can transcend being that because every megastar
Mm,
when as they're a baby face, that's when they're really a megastar. That's when they
that's
get the
true.
endorsements. That's when they inspire the kids and shit like that. Rhea, people love Rhea because she has a good online following. People like a muscle mommy. She's rocking all
Hmm.
that shit. I
The
don't
little fetish shit, yeah.
realistically no little girl that's like this sweet little innocent whatever is looking up to woman Marilyn Manson. Bianca Belair, that's very easy to market.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Let me
saying? I don't
let
know.
me say this though. It is finna be real. They gonna because for one, bro, it should be Bianca. It may be Bianca.
Hmm.
It's not gonna be Jade because Jade ain't got the chops for it, and she's too
Hmm.
intimidating to be marketable.
Mm-hmm.
She has to go superhero role, and then the action role. It just ain't like what you call it Bianca. She could like be on Nickelodeon and shit like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I see.
Shit like that.
That's what I was gonna say. I could see Bianca doing some kid friendly shit
She was on
For
Bel Air
Rhea.
recently.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't want to trigger nobody, but this is just the way it is, bro. They
Yeah.
gonna have to try the white one first, bro. And
Hmm.
then if she don't pop, then it's gonna go to Bianca. Cause the thing about it is they've been grooming Rhea to be a face. Think about it. She
For
be
Hmm.
a
wearing
long time.
clothes now. She don't come out there in her panties and shit no more. She be a little covered most of the time, tights,
Hmm.
leggings, because they want her to make that shit. They can't have her out there too sexy and being a role model and shit on some goth shit.
Yeah.
So they've been having her covered and shit like that because she's kind of been falling back in the face, and she's cracking jokes and shit. She's not
Hmm.
necessarily de- intimidating people because she's intimidating to what's his name, but they already got a personal beef. So I think it's gonna be Rhea, Bianca. But they're not gonna try with Bianca first. While Rhea is this hot.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. I agree with you on that. And the thing with Rhea is she inspires people, but she doesn't inspire the audience that WWE is like currently having. Like she inspires like people that with depression probably or people that are not comfortable with being themselves. That's the type of people she inspires. As where Bianca, she inspires anybody like you can do it, hard work pays off, this and that. Rhea is more like be comfortable with your skin, be comfortable with who you are, with your style, what you like to wear, what you like to dress, stuff like that. While Bianca is like, on some John Cena type shit. Like I accept everybody, you can do it, never give up, all that shit.
Shadow, I want to ask your opinion on this. Me and Black Couch talked about this on our last video.
Mhm.
So after the pay per view, this is what I was thinking.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, people kind of say it, but not really. And now what I was saying is Triple H needs to look at it like Cody Rhodes,
Mm.
Roman Reigns, that's
Mm.
my Austin, and that's my Rock. So I'm gonna push them mainstream and make that the focal point and make them like for real, not make them not popular for wrestlers. Like how you can, wrestlers the tight ones got 3 or 4 million, but John Cena got 20 million. They got to get into the film, so they go have you can have Cena pull fucking Cody in one of his movies. That could be his
Mhm.
sidekick, and then and Roman could do the same for I mean, Rock could
With
do the same
Rock.
for Roman, but have them talk this time, and then
Mhm.
get them fools over like that, and it just brings the whole company up. And some of the feuds might have to eat, but it's like it's going to like Logan Paul, like it's gonna cross it over all the
Mhm.
way. I think if they can make them two like household names,
Yeah.
then everything gonna go. But really, all this shit hard to book because I feel like I gotta see one episode of Netflix to know how it's gonna go because that can
Yeah.
change everything that we talk about. Because
Yeah.
really, I mean, we just say it's simple like, oh, they gonna cuss, but how is it gonna look? It may be like a whole cinematic fucking thing for all we know, and that's why they teasing that shit now. Like, I mean, we really don't know because it's never happened. We don't have anything to compare it to. So that Netflix
Mhm.
move, not just the uncensored part, but just the presentation of how
Yeah.
that gonna look, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Especially with Raw, cause keep in mind SmackDown and NXT just got new logos and new like stage and shit. So that's definitely I want to see the presentation on that. But to your thing is I think that's a good idea. I can easily see them doing something. Hey, like John, what's your next big project? Let us know. Have Cody do a little scene or a little cameo, sort of, or like have a little role, like how Roman had in the Rock's movie, the Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Yeah.
Like I can see something like that, and it could be beneficial. The
Cody Rhodes
problem with
a Captain America type vibe. He can really they can really
yeah,
hero his ass.
but the thing is, the problem with that is if you're gonna do that, you need to make sure you do it right. Like for example, if you're gonna build a feud, you're gonna Cody's gonna have to shoot the scene first, shoot the movie months prior. So is Roman and all those types of guys. And then they're gonna have to wait and see, yo, when is this movie coming out so we can start this feud. So by the time it comes out, we in the middle of it and it becomes more popular and people be like, oh, let me check who these people are. Oh, he's a wrestler in WWE. Let me check him out. What is he doing right now? But it's gonna have to be like this pre-planned thing. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna have to make them shoot this stuff before even the feuds start. That way, while the feuds are already starting, because these things take forever to edit and all that. While the movie comes out, they're in the middle of the feud, and people can like gravitate to that shit. So it's a good idea. It's just gonna be a long process with all that stuff.
Y'all keep going. I'm trying to. We having a party tonight, man. I think I
Yeah,
might add a couple more guests to the call, man. We having a party.
absolutely. Add more, man.
Keep talking about the women. Let's get back on the women's division. Make sure we doing what we doing
Oh
our
yeah,
due
yeah.
diligence. Due diligence,
So
right?
here's my thing though about this woman division shit. What's Do y'all think when Raw hits Netflix, that's when they're gonna introduce the women's mid card title?
I don't think they're gonna do it.
You don't think so? Because
Mm-mm.
I'm thinking like, when are they gonna introduce women's mid card title? I'm like, wait, what if they're waiting for the first episode of Raw on Netflix so they can have that memorable moment, like new era. Triple H comes out, new era on Raw on Netflix. So new belts, new opportunities, blah blah blah, and then boom, here you go, a women's mid card title. Like, what if they pull some shit where they say the winner of the tournament will be the first ever WWE Women's Netflix Championship. Like, what if they say something like that? Like, what's your thoughts on that, man?
They they still got to book the fucking division right. I mean, introducing the title could create more problems than good. I
Mm-hmm.
want a mid card title for the women. You see how the shit is working for NXT, but
Mm-hmm.
who's your mid card though? I know who your top and your bottom is. Who's
Mm-hmm.
the mid? Is Mia Yim the mid? Is Zelina Vega the mid? I
So
don't. You know what I'm saying?
Selena Vega is mid card to me as of right now. Um, Chelsea Green could be the mid card. Not a fan of her, but people like her, so you can definitely put her as a mid card. You can put Bailey as the mid card as well, because let's be real, I don't think they're ever gonna give her the world title again.
Mm,
I don't see that. Naomi, I see Naomi winning the mid card.
I think she's too good for a mid card.
Yeah,
Bailey. I
bro,
think
but you know they're not going, bro. But look what they're doing with her now. You think they're gonna give her that world title anytime soon?
nah, hell no. That might have been her last one.
Yeah,
I think that was her last one.
I see the mid cards. So you know,
Chelsea Green is a good one. OG, what you think?
Mm, mid card for women's.
Mm-hmm.
huh.
Who's the heavyweight? Is it who is it? Does that change too, or is it somebody else?
I mean, Liv. I think. Well, we know for since they promoting it, we know for a fact Liv gonna have that shit until at least after Crown Jewel for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm.
don't, Liv would have been a good candidate
You
for
know what?
title. I think.
Give it to Rhea. It'll put some prestige on it.
Here's what I was gonna say.
Because she don't even need a title at all, to be
Yeah.
honest, at this point. But if she gets the first mid type, she give it a run.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking, why not give it to Jade since she's the only one in that whole company that has the experience of having a mid card title. And because keep in mind when AEW introduced the TBS title, she won. She was the first one to win it, and she had a pretty good run. So she has the experience of becoming the first ever mid card title for a women's division and doing a pretty good job with it. So I think they should give it to Jade. Like that's if they go the route of going with two belts. I don't know if they're gonna do one belt for the whole woman thing or like two belts each. So
That's too
yeah,
much.
we're going to Sam.
I don't think they're ready for that.
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
the men's
What's it?
mid card is kind of lost in the shuffle, in my opinion. See, here's my thing, bro. I like the championships to be defended on PLEs.
Mm-hmm.
This having belts defended right before the PLE shit is not doing what they think it's doing. Because at the end of the day, bro, that doesn't make me think you put value in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
If the fucking Jay Uso wins the IC belt on Raw in LA, you know, you're trying to make Raw have better ratings or whatever the fuck the case may be.
Yeah.
Well, imagine that being a moment where he would have won that show in the PLE. And he could have closed the night even because shit, the fucking the main championship wasn't defended on the last fucking show. So
Right.
imagine if Jay Uso closed the night on a PLE fireworks and shit, winning the IC belt. So if they get two more women's mid card, them motherfuckers is never gonna be on a PLE. I know that for a
Mm-hmm.
fact because the women's championships is barely on PLEs.
Yeah. I agree. I
Bro,
agree.
they need to bring back and I know a lot of people don't like this idea. I miss when SmackDown and Raw had their own pay-per-views per show. And then the
Me
only
too.
niggas meet up is SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and
Yeah.
then maybe one more thing. Because
Elimination Chamber.
you got too many motherfuckers on both brands that's never gonna be seen on a PLE. And they're
Facts.
barely seen on the show. If SmackDown and Raw had their own shit, man, I think that shit would go crazy.
I agree. As a matter of fact, um, I don't even think they're taking this brand shit serious.
They not. They
They're
keep
not.
putting motherfuckers on NXT, and NXT
And
don't need them.
yeah,
They
and
don't
here's
need
my thing too. This pisses me off because we're in Survivor Series season. So it just shows you they're not gonna do any brand on brand shit. And it's like this is the time where you're supposed to take it serious, you know?
Right.
More serious than ever. Oh no, man. These motherfuckers just also bullshit.
You gave NXT all the fucking pay per views. NXT No Mercy, NXT fucking no Way Out, all that shit, man. Bring them shit back to the main roster. Have
Yeah.
SmackDown had their own, Raw had their own shit, and then we gonna meet at SummerSlam. We gonna meet at Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, all that shit, and make
Yeah.
Survivor Series SmackDown versus Raw again. Because I'm getting tired of this bullshit. The
Hmm.
women's Survivor Series War Game match this year is gonna be some bullshit. It's gonna be
Yo,
Team
facts.
Team Live. Watch, I'm calling that shit now.
It's
Team
gonna be
Rhea,
what?
Team Live. That's gonna be the shit at War Games for the women.
Team Rhea and Team Liv?
And they're just gonna have randoms because it's easy. All Liv got to do is get heals. She could get She already got a team. Raquel and Pure Fusion. That's 5. Rhea. That's gonna be the hardest to get. But
Uh-huh.
Bianca Belair gonna have a change of heart. Whatever the fucking for whatever reason, it's gonna be the fucking most dominant team of Rhea, Bianca, Jade, and then whoever the fuck else. You know, like, it's gonna be some. They're gonna throw in Lyra Valkyria because they want to push her. Somehow she gonna get in that bitch. And then maybe they don't want to have too many black women now. It can't be too many. You got to limit it. You can't
I
throw
got
in
a good question. I got a good question for both of y'all.
the ones
So,
where
since
you
we
think.
got Netflix coming,
Mm-hmm.
how how do you think moving forward Survivor Series should be booked? Should it be booked A to settle major feuds by association, or B top stars faces versus top star heels?
That's what I think. SmackDown versus
Um,
Raw. Fuck it.
so the thing about Survivor Series, I agree with the last one. It should be like face versus heels, like Raw
The
versus
top
SmackDown.
stars.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like ain't no reason. Listen, War Games is cool and all, but if you're not gonna use War Games to end a rivalry, like sort of how like Drew ended his with Punk at Hell in a Cell, what's the point of War Games? Just to have a fun night of shit we're gonna see every year? I
Right.
think they should brand versus brand, man. Like have Cody as champion go against Gunther. No, they're gonna do that shit at Crown Jewel. No, do that shit on Survivor Series. Like don't. But I don't know, man. I'm not fucking with this War Game shit. Like I like War Games, but it's like all right, it's not hitting the same.
They should have left that shit with NXT. NXT still to this day to me had the best War Game matches across the board. Still, Undisputed Era, man. Nah, I think
Absolutely.
I think they kind of stole that from NXT and they kind of fucked NXT over with that shit, low key, because NXT they made stories centered around why motherfuckers gonna end up in War Games. The only other
Mhm.
story was the bloodline in War Games. Like the Judgment Day War Games match was cool, but we didn't really need that shit because
Yeah.
they had to get a fifth. Like why the fuck would Drew McIntyre team up with Damian? Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have to get a fifth. If you got a faction with only 4, then you always gonna have an oddball that just like why the fuck is this person even here? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that.
I,
Like
I got an idea with booking. How about like this? How about Survivor Series moving forward? There's the one because really all you need is 2 matches because they go both go hit for hella long.
mm-hmm.
Have one grudge match because there's somebody that's gonna be beefing, and then have that's the opener. Have one middle one. Let's make it 3. That opener, then the middle one, and then to close it, the heel versus face top stars. But the little catch is like maybe announce it like a month before. That way you'll get like unpredictable interactions because you know you'll have to have the people like in backstage segments and stuff like wait we gotta get on the same page, you know what I mean? Because they doing this over
Mhm.
there, and then you'll just get to see different dynamics. It'll be a way to test chemistry between people who would normally talk to each other. Maybe after that, some of them spin off, but for the most part, it'll just be some interesting TV and shit. Instead of just they don't interact and they just fight together, like try to have them try to be on some, you know, even the heels, like, hey man, we got to get in the gym, and then just have
Mhm.
motherfuckers interact with each other, different, kind of seem kind of like out of character because they're gonna be out of character doing shit. And then
Yeah.
when they finally,
I agree.
Especially with the social media shit. And then in WWE love doing behind the scenes shit videos now and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'll be you seeing Cody and fucking whoever at the gym and they normally would never be at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. You could put in Sheamus Celtic Warrior workout shit. We like, well, I'm on Team Raw or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm training my guy, like how Chad
Yeah,
training Sami Zayn and shit like that. Something like that.
exactly. Man, they just need to do brand on brand, and
Yeah.
then eventually, actually, here's what I would do. You have TNA working
Mm.
with you. If you don't fucking do WWE, the best of WWE with the best of TNA for Survivor Series, what's the point of this whole partnership?
Remember we talked about this shit last time. Like OG
Hmm.
said, they don't value TNA like
They
that.
should value them
They-
shit. Like, you got a once in a lifetime opportunity, and y'all motherfuckers gonna blow it.
TNA versus NXT, I can see them doing that though. But well, they probably don't care. The only pushback would be, oh y'all motherfuckers copying Open Door, which I'm sure WWE doesn't give a fuck. To be
Man,
honest.
if that's the case, then you can argue that Open Door is copying when Vince McMahon bought the WCW and did the
Invasion, yeah.
the Invasion versus the WWF. Like, everybody copies everybody. There's nothing original about wrestling these days. So
What you can't do is you can't make the TNA stars fucking lose. This is
yeah,
actually correct.
that's the problem too with this whole
Motherfuckers lose
thing.
a lot. I've been
What's the
noticing.
point of them going there if they just gonna lose?
Like, why the fuck is Jordan Grace lose? Didn't Roxanne Perez beat Jordan Grace, or am I tripping?
I think she did.
I think she did. Like shit, like I
That
don't give.
should have never
Like that
happened.
don't make sense. I'm
That
sorry.
was too predictable.
I don't. Yeah, man. And they put the belt on the line. That's how I knew she was gonna win. Why would you
Yeah.
like that? Shit
And
don't
it pisses me off because now, again, this is becoming a Vince McMahon shit. Every time a WCW guy came in, he always fucked them over for like a haha, fuck WCW. Now
unclean.
it's like, is this what it is? Haha, fuck TNA? Like, come on, bro.
But even if it was unclean, Jordan Grace is a baby face?
Hmm. Last time I checked.
What the fuck? How the fuck is she a baby face? What the fuck is TNA doing? Hope
Hey,
that
man.
big muscly motherfucker is a baby face right now for
The
TNA.
last time I checked it, yeah.
Oh wait till Triple H get that contract. That motherfucker's gonna be a heel as soon as she walk in the door.
Oh,
It's
she gon' that girl gonna throw around Zelina Vega. She gonna throw around Chelsea Green.
it's no
Like, oh my god.
baby face. What the
Let,
fuck?
let me ask this question. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just still curious on the question. So let's say, for whatever reason, they were able to book a super show,
Mm.
WWE versus AEW.
Hmm.
Do you think it'll be worth it, or do you think it'll fuck up the booking moving forward for both promotions?
It depends on the story. So you got to look at it like this, right? The two people that hate each other right now, storyline wise, in AEW is Hangman and Swerve. You can easily make them captain and co-captain of their teams, and then put their differences aside and be like, "Yo, this is what we talked about. This is what we have the opportunity to show. This is where the best wrestle." And Swerve be like, "I understand. I used to be in WWE. They fucked me over. I want this just as much as you do. Let's do this." Da 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 da. And then you got Team WWE. Like, for example, Cody and Roman. Let's say they do that. Hey, sort of like how they did with Bad Blood. There's things you can do with it. They just gotta play it smart. They gotta play it smart.
I think the match.
Let me put it like this.
Hmm.
Okay, let's say who is it? Daniel Bryan. So let's say Bryan goes over Cody Rhodes. Does that make Cody Rhodes less of a star and Daniel Bryan more of a star, or does it not even matter?
I don't think it matters, because keep in mind too. I think when you put someone like Daniel Bryan, right, because he was in WWE for so long, I think people wouldn't even care. Now, if you was to put someone like a homegrown AEW talent,
Word.
unless it's someone as big as MJF, just because of the storyline, and that would make sense, then no. I think yeah, it's like, oh, okay, that's not a good look on Cody's part, especially consider the fact this whole run he's been Super Cena.
Let me say this. I don't think it will work because of this comment right here.
Mm,
I think Triple H is not going for that shit. Triple H is Triple H, but at the end of the day, he grew up under the Vince McMahon regime. He's
hmm.
not letting certain motherfuckers beat certain motherfuckers, especially
Oh
because
yeah.
it's a lot of personal shit. if they had the balls to book CM Punk versus Jack Perry, Andrade versus Sammy Guevara and shit like that, it's no fucking way Triple H is gonna tell CM Punk you gotta do the
Yeah,
job.
no,
It's no fucking way. Even if
no.
CM Punk was in a tag team match against the Young Buck, it's too much beef.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have to make the matches so careful that nobody would be interested because obviously everybody would want to see CM Punk versus a Jack Perry or the Jacksons or whoever the fuck, and they want to
Yeah.
see Andrade versus Sammy Guevara. They want
Or,
to see
uh-huh.
Jay versus they want to see Mercedes Moné versus maybe a Bailey or something like that. I don't think either side would be like, nah, good. Or it would end in like if it's Brad versus Brad, show versus show, it would have to end in a tie, which is ass.
Yeah.
Shit like that, it has to be a definitive winner. But WWE is definitely not going to be the loser, and I don't think AEW would mind letting them get a couple of wins because I don't. Tony Khan, people say he got an ego and shit, but I've seen him make certain booking decisions where I'm like, oh shit, he
Yeah.
work for motherfuckers that he don't like. He don't like a lot of them motherfuckers, but Triple H not going for that. Hell no. Look, they didn't even let Sting beat Triple H. Exactly. Triple H has won so much shit
There,
he was supposed to win as a
there was no
booker.
reason for him to win that.
You're not
As a
going.
matter of fact,
Hell no.
let me ask y'all a question. What was the who benefited off of Triple H winning not just against Sting, right? But against CM Punk when they had their match back in what, 2011 and all that? Who benefited? Punk didn't benefit. Sting didn't benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H did absolutely nothing. He just went back to wearing a suit and tie. That's my thing with this whole thing. And then Sting came back, had to retire after his like fourth or second match in the company until eventually he was good to go and had an amazing run in AEW.
Man, listen, that bitch was booked in a fucking racist storyline. And
Oh,
the most obvious decision in the world was presented to him and Vince McMahon, and that bitch didn't even lose that. It's no way in my mind that I could see Triple H being like, oh, Mercedes Moné, the motherfucker that walked out on the company. You think she should get the win because she's a double champ against Liv Morgan? Nah, let Liv Morgan beat her. It'll be a surprise, Tony. I'm telling. Like he'll try to manipulate the. He won't even.
oh, absolutely.
Fucker.
Listen,
Hell no. There's no
we
way.
all love Triple H and all, but let's not get it twisted. This
He's
motherfucker
a
is
dickhead, bro.
he came up with the screw job idea. He is Vince McMahon's son-in-law to a T. He, as much as we fuck with him, let's not pretend like he ain't a piece of shit neither, bro. He is Vince. He is more of a Vince McMahon Jr. than Shane McMahon is, and that is straight motherfucking facts.
But
Everybody, listen to the stories. Shane is too nice. That's the reason why people say he cannot take over the company. Triple H is an asshole. The motherfucker doesn't care.
I got a monkey wrench to throw in there though. Boom, watch this.
Mm.
But they let Goldberg come back and get the strap and bury top tier talent with the bad history and WCW build up.
But here's the thing, though.
That was good for the business. That was a money decision, though.
But no, 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 no. Not just that. Listen, the guy was in charge was Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon loves big buff men. That's just facts. So you gotta look at it as if you a big buff guy or a big tall big guy, you most likely are be like, I'll give you a sliding pass. I like what you offer. So you gotta look at it as Goldberg's a big buff dude. So yeah, I think that's why they let that shit slide with Goldberg because he was a big buff dude. Vince McMahon is a sucker for tall big men, buff dudes, and dudes with tans. That he's a sucker for those things. If you have all three, you literally are his favorite superstar.
I'll say this too, though. But Vince McMahon also, like he said in documentary,
Hmm.
he'll do whatever gets heat or whatever's surprising, controversial. He would do some shit like that. I don't
Hmm.
think Triple H got that same mindset when he be like, I'm gonna do that shit. And
Yeah.
Triple H booking has not been super duper surprising. The only thing that's been surprising so far is certain motherfuckers losing the title quickly. That's the only
Hmm.
thing that shocked me because you know what I'm saying? Because he carried out that Roman Reigns long title reign probably as a favor to Vince. He said, "I'm gonna see the story through. I'm gonna make sure your boy is the champ." But Triple H now, I would not be shocked if LA Knight lost that fucking belt. The only way I see him not losing that belt is if Andrade interfere and fuck it up because he going against Carmelo Hayes. Triple H ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like some of his booking doesn't surprise me, but the title belt surprised me. But you never know with this motherfucker. Triple H is a wild card.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Check this out. I want to know your opinions on this. And now, whether y'all agree with it or not, Ryback was white fucking hot, and they had like 4 or 5 super hot chances to pull the trigger. Why that didn't happen?
You know what?
He was white hot at time. He was picking
I
shit up, fucking
agree.
shit up.
Let me say this.
He fucked it up.
I watched the Ryback run. Everybody likes to say, "Oh, he was never ready. He was overrated." Let me tell you something. I was watching that. I was there when people were saying, "Feed me more." I'll say this: his promo needed some help. His promo needed some work. Other than that, I think put it like this. I agree. There was opportunities you could have made him. You could have pulled the trigger, but because you didn't pull that trigger, and WWE fans are easily to be move on to the next guy, that's what fucked it up. Like, I think pushing him too quick too. Like, he should have never been in the match with CM Punk and Hell in a Cell that quick. He lost little by little, and then he could have beat Cena. Because keep in mind, people hated Cena up to that point, but no, they didn't. And then eventually, when he became IC champ, after that, it's like, yeah, it's done. He doesn't have the same um. He's not as over with the crowd as he used to be.
I think it was. I don't think it has anything to do with wrestling, bro. Here's the one thing I didn't used to like that they used to do under the Vince McMahon regime. That shit was straight emotion. Whatever the fuck he was doing backstage or whatever
Yeah,
stage, bro, they really let that shit stop a hot run. I never
yeah,
really fuck with Ryback, but the feed people were saying feed me more, all this other shit. He was over.
yeah.
Just like Baron Corbin was supposed to do whatever he did. Yeah, he backstage, he got fucked over. Damian Sandow could do whatever he did. He did whatever he did backstage, he got fucked over. Fucking
Enzo
Alex
Amore.
Riley was about to go over. And he did some bullshit. One thing backstage fucked him over, bro. That I hope Triple H don't be on that same bullshit. I hope that is done.
I
Bro,
hope so. You know what? I don't think he is because him and Goldberg don't even get along, and they just did a segment together. So I don't even think he's on that type of time.
and he did rehire CM Punk. So I mean, we'll see, man. Bro,
He
Alex
did rehire CM Punk. He did try to make amends with Brett, and he screwed Brett.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I
that
What
don't think
about
Triple H.
Rusev Day?
What's up?
Rusev Day was
I'll
over
tell you
too.
why. I'll tell you why they didn't pull that trigger. Cause Vince McMahon is a fucking little bitch. Let me tell you why. Vince McMahon, if it's not his idea to get you over, he does not like it.
absolutely.
Rusev got over on his own. Not because of Vince, not because of Hunter, not because of Sean. On his own. Vince did not like it, so he teased the championship match with AJ Styles. They gave him, he lost, and that was it. And he was right back to US title, and Rusev Day was over. It was over right then and there. Vince McMahon does not like it when something did good. If it's not his credit, if he can't take credit for it, it doesn't count in his eyes. That's what happened with Rusev Day.
Look how long it took them to let Zack Ryder get over. That
Huh?
bitch got over doing shit online.
Bro, he got over by trying to climb over a little ass gate on his YouTube channel.
Like
But oh no,
they didn't even want to get
I
that
didn't
shit
do
over,
that.
bro. They didn't even want to get that shit over. They was like, all right, here, bitch. Daniel Bryan. Here. Oh boy, y'all motherfuckers complain so much.
Oh my god.
I'm all for because some people fans they're not good
Mhm.
bookers. They're not as smart as they think. We should always give fans what they want. If you're
Yeah.
part of the show, you're creative. All right, you make the decisions. But sometimes there are some things that are so obvious.
Mhm.
Like when Kofi Kingston and Becky Lynch both won that year, I was shocked as fuck because those were
Yeah.
the most obvious decisions to make, and I'm like, oh, one of them going to take the L because this man not gonna go. But when he went through with it, I was like, oh, okay.
He
So,
get yeah, fan service right there.
so that's good fan service, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't keep giving people what they want though, because if they give people what they want, a lot of motherfuckers will be champion that shouldn't be champion, and then once they become champion, they turn on them. Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, even though his reign is not that interesting, I will admit it. But that's not the fault of his own. If
Yeah, it's not his fault.
because
I mean, here's the thing though.
you should have
With
had
the,
a draft and traded
Mhm.
those championships.
Yeah,
But
the thing with Cody's title reign, man, is we already know he's not losing that shit anytime soon. Like I said, unless he's going against Randy, that's the only time we're actually gonna be like, oh, is he gonna lose it? If it's anybody else, none of us are gonna be like, oh, he may or may not lose it. It's like, oh, he's retaining.
I don't know, man. If I get my way and he faced the Rock for that shit, I think the Rock gonna beat him, bro. I'm not gonna
I
lie,
hope not, man.
bro. It's a perfect story. The
It's a
Rock
perfect story. Yes, I agree. But
won't
here's
go
the thing: it's The
champion
Rock.
like baby.
Here's the thing, though. Is The Rock gonna show up? Because for Christ's sakes, Roman didn't even show up, and Roman was a full-time contract dude. The Rock is a dude that shows up every once in a blue moon.
But if he get it close to WrestleMania season, it kind of really doesn't matter. Like if he got that shit at Royal Rumble, what pay per view before WrestleMania is really important anyway? So him
Elimination
holding the belt
Chamber.
hostage and just showing up and making appearances or talking on the Tron, bro, they want Roman is the guy.
Hmm.
You haven't had a successful Roman Reigns title run as a babyface.
Right.
He's a babyface right now. Him getting that belt back is kind of a necessity. You know what I'm saying? If
Mm.
Cody Rhodes finished the story. I don't think he need that belt. I would rather see Cody Rhodes as the world heavyweight champion because I think he would actually be able to do some shit on Raw with his opposition. But I think Roman needs to be champion one more time to solidify what they want him to be. He got to be a babyface champion. He got to be.
If he don't drop it, he need at least to do a custom version of that shit. He didn't have his own version.
I
Right.
agree. If he don't do like he says he's trying to bring back the Eagle thing, the Eagle. Yeah, I think it's the Eagle belt he's trying to bring back, like a little modern day version of it.
His
He
belt is
needs
the
to do
ass's belt
something.
right now. He
Hmm?
still got the big W. His belt is the ass's belt. Everybody
Bro, his.
has an updated version of the belts except for
Hmm.
him. Literally, even in
Yeah, like they need to do something. Like, listen, I get it, it's the company, but like, bro,
When he brought the
no.
red, when he brought back that red and gold one for his dad, that was perfect. I think that would have worked perfect for his character and everything.
I really thought they were gonna let him keep that one. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they would let him keep it, as in like every week he was gonna show up with that one. I was like, oh shit, and it's like, oh, they just wanted to make a cute little moment, you know?
they need to hurry up and get rid of that shit because people are still bringing up the undisputed universal. Nah, bitch, this is just the WWE Championship. Kathy
Yeah,
called that shit the undisputed championship. I was like, what? I mean, the universal. I was like, oh hell no. You got to get rid of that shit, bro. This is the WWE Championship. Ain't no universal. That shit is dead. The worst fucking title belt ever. By the way, I fucking hated the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns was the only one who made that shit look decent. Him and Braun
yeah.
Strowman. But when Finn Balor had that shit, I was like, y'all had to make a belt for this motherfucker to get that bullshit. Come on,
Hmm. Bro, like the thing about the Universal title is,
credit. Wait, hold
you,
on.
well,
Who's the credible heels for Roman and Cody to fight? They are trying with KO, but they'll probably make him a tweener. I mean, they're about to move on anyway. To be honest, the young boys about to come up. Mark my word.
yeah,
It's a slow grind. Trust me. The young boys gonna come up. I can see a Grayson Waller being a Miz type of guy in the future, going to win a championship off Money in the Bank or some bullshit.
he's already there in my opinion. He just needs the longevity.
He need to change them. That his I don't like his wrestling attire.
Oh
They
yeah,
need
the
like a
boxing
little long.
shorts.
The long shorts is ass. It's
Yeah,
ass for Dawkins too. I don't. That long short shit is ass. I don't like that shit.
yeah, like um, good heels.
Mm-hmm. You got to make some. Well, no. If Finn Balor was solo and not in his Judgment Day shit, that would have been a great choice.
If
Still
Finn Balor was doing the second NXT run gimmick he had, then yeah.
damn, who's a good heel? We have so many heels, but I can't fucking think of who will go against. Nobody to go against babyface Roman. Nobody. I can't think off the top of my head.
You think they'll turn Cody Hill?
He don't want
He,
to. They
he
should.
did. They should next year. They should.
I don't know why motherfuckers are so keen on being John. I'm like, yo, y'all got to stop using his name as a reference.
Yo,
Motherfuckers didn't like John Cena until he walked away.
exactly. Listen, I love John Cena throughout the whole run just because I was a kid. And looking back, I understand why people didn't like it. So when I hear people be like, "Oh, I want to be like John Cena," it's like, no, the fuck you don't. You really don't. Cause unless your core audience is a bunch of little kids, ain't no reason for you to be a John Cena. Ain't no reason for you to be a babyface, bro. And bro, John Cena was a heel. The reason why he's the biggest babyface is because he became a heel. The Doctor of Thugonomics shit. You
Mhm.
got to keep that in mind. These motherfuckers keep saying, "I want to be like Cena. I want to be like Cena." Churn heel, then you can become Cena.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Every Cody Rhodes run that was his best run was a heel.
Heel, heel.
Dashing,
Even
undashing,
bro, his independent work in
Ring
the
of Honor,
Indies,
TNA,
heel.
everything. It was heel.
Yeah,
What
bro.
would it?
Bullet Club.
What would a superstar heel Cody look like though?
You know what?
Is he a brand new gimmick? Is he taking from his old gimmicks? Is he satire?
So
Like
so
what does that look like?
my thing is, he keeps everything the same except he's just more of a cocky prick.
Homelander, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Like,
would say revert. I would say do the Ring of Honor shit. Dye your hair black so you let motherfuckers know.
oh
It,
yeah, yeah.
it ain't no
Definitely dye your
more.
hair black.
Nigga, I'm
Definitely dye your hair black.
American Nightmare. Why I got blonde hair and I'm wearing a fucking flag? Nah, fuck that.
Hmm.
Make the flag black and white. Come out with your leather jacket like you used to do a Ring of
Yeah, come out with the leather jacket,
Honor.
burgundy tights with regular boots. Like, don't. Yeah, no, I agree.
Humble, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Yeah, man,
Welcome, humble.
crazy.
Trying to get some women in here.
Y'all loco. Cody Rhodes is top 5 of all sports entertainment history merchandise sales. You can still sell merch as
You
a
can
heel.
still
Bro.
sell merch. Look at
Cody
Roman.
Rhodes was number one at one point as a heel. So what? The
Randy
Bloodline
was selling merch.
Edge was
The
selling
New
merch.
Day was selling merch when they were heels.
I'm about to say, bro. People are so smart now that they actually prefer heels over baby faces. The only reason why the baby faces is selling merch like that is because of little kids asking their parents to buy them the
Yeah.
fucking Jey Uso glasses that don't even come with the yeet. I was about to buy them shits, and I'm like, wait, where the fuck is the yeet? I gotta write that shit myself. Nope, I'm not buying it.
Right.
$25 for that shit. I'm not doing that. Hell no.
Thank you, humble.
Shit crazy, bro. Like I
Yeah.
don't. I think Cody Rhodes' best work has been a heel throughout his whole career, and the reason
Yes.
why he doesn't want to be is because now he got a kid, he got a daughter. He want to be a role model to the kids. He want to be on some John Cena Make a Wish shit, which I understand. But this is your legacy, bro.
Yeah.
Undashing Cody Rhodes is one of my favorite characters ever. Like a
Oh,
simple
absolutely. You
activity.
know what? You know what was my favorite? When he had the mustache.
Really, I ain't like that shit. Not
Because it
the
was,
mustache, but
listen, I like dashing Cody Rhodes, but when he added the mustache, I'm like, that's clever. Because bro went from like skin routine to, oh,
right.
look,
I got a
facial hair. I'm
mustache.
like, that works. Just
Oh,
put,
I got a good one. I got a good one.
what's up,
Oh,
OG?
this is how you. This is how you book a heel, Cody Rhodes.
Mm,
Wait, hold on. Well, I already know how I want him to look. How would he? Let me see. How would he? How would he get that first? Boom. Who would be the best? Okay, so he would be a Randy turn. So let me see. A face, a face Cody versus you know what? Boom. A face Cody versus a face um Randy Orton.
okay.
Have Cody have Randy go over, Cody turn heel on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's turning heel on this mentor
Mm,
while Randy Orton is the champ. So Randy Orton gets the champ, and the payoff is we get a new champ, you know what I'm saying? And maybe this somehow it could be in the world heavyweight division, you know what I mean? Whatever. So we got a new champ, and then we got a heel Cody. What does heel Cody look like? Later on he can start pumping this shit. He's from Atlanta, right? So he likes the
mm-hmm,
black card. So let's have
mm-hmm.
this cat start running for the governor or some shit like that. And it don't happen, but that gets his ego so VIP and out of control on some evil shit, dealing with the evil type, you know what I'm saying, political
Yeah.
cats and shit, and that could be his vibe.
And
Like,
you
so
know
it's
what?
kind of like dashing a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but just on some, he think he's special, like oh yeah, me and the governor, me and the so and so with had tea with whatever the Arnold Schwarzenegger bullshit,
Hmm.
whatever, you know.
Here's the thing with that too. We gonna have to give him a new theme song too. We cannot have a heel Cody Rhodes
But
and
that's
everybody be like, "Well, no, no, we cannot have that. We need to give him a new theme song as well."
am I the only person who remember he was about to do some shit, but WWE declined it. It was like Rhodes Industries or some. I don't know why I'm the only nigga who remembers this vignette. It was him and Brandy. He had a suit on. He was trying to be on some Rhodes Industries type shit. That was the next gimmick, but they never released that shit, and they deleted the footage from YouTube. Everything. I
I
swear,
need to find that.
bro, it's unfindable. The shit was called Rhodes Industries, and he wanted to be like a businessman, JBL type shit.
It's like JBL.
But they declined it though. Like it was right before he got fired from from he left WWE, and
Oh.
they instead said either you're gonna keep doing the Stardust shit, but you're not gonna do that, and that's why he left. I remember watching. It was like home footage that he did himself. It was him and Brandy on top of a
Mm.
building, like a helipad. He was like, "Bro, this is Rhodes Industries, where we blah 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 blah." I'm like, "Oh shit!" But then he had to delete that shit from the internet. I think if he ever come here, that might come back. But let me answer Lorenzo's question. If I have a question for you guys, which
Mm.
female superstar on NXT will be big on the main roster? Um,
Last Legend. Ro- ro- um. Parker.
well, I think Roxanne Perez is gonna be big because
Mm-hmm.
she won't just have to rely on her like. Well, I'm not saying rely on her looks, but some people are really going to look at the other women just because they look good. Which is me and you talked about this before we started the stream. I don't want those type of fans to come, to be honest, because they really not
Still
adding
fucking
to
with it.
the value of what the women are doing. Because
Yeah.
Parker is fine as hell. Ooh,
They
Lord,
just horny ass dudes.
but you have to really look at can this motherfucker wrestle. Roxanne Perez, I think Roxanne Perez has gotten to the point where I think she's good enough to be on the roster. She's way better than Miss. I don't like Valkyria. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. She's
Yeah.
not. Her going up before Roxanne Perez is fucking crazy. Let me go give me a
Mhm.
drink. I'll be back. Y'all keep going.
Yeah.
What's the Muay Thai one? The Mexican one that do the Muay Thai?
Uh.
It, she just had the match with the MMA girl. They had an
Come on, Lola
MMA.
Vice.
Say it again.
Lola Vice.
Lola Vice. Is that her name? Does she twerk?
Lola
Yeah,
Vice. Yeah, Lola Vice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
her.
her. I like her.
I like.
I
And
can
she
see
can
her.
actually fight. She can actually fight. She actually her MMA record is pretty fucking good. So
Yeah, she actually has a legit real MMA background. So I can see her, especially since like WWE loves that sports entertainment shit, like grabbing real fighters and putting them in WWE. I see her going up there, yeah. Raquel, Chelsea Green could be a mid card champion, but not a world champion. I agree. Yo, OG, who do you see besides her being like big?
Um, I get them mixed up.
Hmm.
So the champion is what's her name?
I think it's Raquel. Raquel is it? Hold on. I'll just look it up right now.
Is it's
Cause
two? They interact with each other though. So both of them. Maybe one of which
hmm
one? Which one did Miss Parker slap?
oh, the one we were just talking about, because she betrayed her. Remember when she accidentally bumped her, right?
Yeah, what's her name?
Lola, Lola Rice. Right, I'm saying that right, guys. Lola Rice, right? I can't pronounce these girls' name. Or who? Oh,
Who's the
they're saying
champ?
in the comments.
Who's the champion? I think they both put Filipino. One of them Filipino.
Over.
Roxanne Perez is one of them, and then who's the other one?
I got it. Hold on.
what's going on? What's going on? Kalani George, talk about the black one.
No,
No, no,
it's
no,
like
no.
she like
A
Mexican or
Latina.
Filipino too, but something like that. It's the champion who I'm talking about, and it's the other one she be interacting with lately. She had interaction with her like in the last episode.
I
Come
think
on,
it's
Julia.
Julia Hart?
Stephanie Valkyr,
No.
because Cora Jade white. So you ain't talking about Cora Jade for sure.
No. It's a Latina
No, I
chick.
am talking about Cora J because that's the
Oh.
name.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Cora
Okay.
J and Roxanne Perez.
I think I like Cora Jade a lot. I really, really do. How? So listen, y'all. I'm not trying to be. I'm just saying, bro. A lot of women promos aren't that fucking good. Cora
No,
Jade
I
promo is fucking
agree.
horrible on NXT, bro. And I like Cora Jade a lot. Like I don't know what you do to fix that problem. Some people just have that problem. Like, listen, I'll say this. I love Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, but even when in Naomi, but even that introduction for Bad Blood, that shit was bad to me. Them even just saying, well, that shit like, welcome to Bad Blood. That shit was horrible. Like, some people just aren't natural talkers.
Hmm.
And I think Cora Jade, either she's just a bad talker or what they're giving her right now is not natural. When she was the skater girl coming out on the skateboard, that shit kind of felt more natural for her. Her and Roxanne Perez aren't natural heels. I think
Yeah.
baby faces, like when they talk, that shit just sound like regular. If Timmy's trying to go promo, fuck no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it, Ricky. Tiffany Stratton, when y'all want her to win the women's championship. When she wins the women's championship, where do you go from there? Does she go full on babyface Barbie? Is that really gonna work with the main roster besides
It's
little
not.
girls who want the pink briefcase?
Hmm.
Is her a WWE Women's Champion Barbie? Is that really what you want? Because they didn't put that
So you
choice.
gotta look at You gotta look at it like this. If they're gonna get that belt and make it pink,
A
if
pink
they're gonna
strap
sell
would be
good
hard.
merchandise with it,
Yeah, that would be good. A pink strap would be.
pink strap with some pink diamonds or some glitter. If they're gonna do something like that, put it on her. Sell your merchandise. She can easily drop it to somebody.
And get that belt the fuck off of her ASAP.
Hmm.
And I
Like
love and I
3 months
love
tops,
by the way. I
huh?
like her in ring skills. So
Oh yeah, I like her in skill. It's just her gimmick ain't it. Yeah.
I think what you call it was a good promo. The one that used to be like, "It's my house." I thought she was a good promo.
Paige?
Yeah,
I
you didn't
love
Oh
think Paige was a
yeah.
good promo?
love Paige.
Paige, AJ Lee, and Eve. I think that's how you say her name.
Eve
I
Torres.
used to fuck with Eve.
None.
Her little intro
Eve
used to
Torres?
be hella funny.
Yeah.
Take 10 minutes and then cancel the show. That's heat.
I
And
can
she
see
was
that.
bad. I don't even like them like that, but she was bad though.
Trying to think who else is a good promo.
Or
Rhea
Rhea.
has good promos.
Oh shit, Scary Sherry.
Oh.
Sensational Sherry.
Yeah.
I love Sensational Sherry to me is one of the best women's promos ever.
Mm.
As a valet doing good ass promos.
She was even a better promo when she used to wrestle before she even was doing manager shit.
It's like I
Look up
said,
her old shit, the AWA, when she was a wrestler.
I think all the women valets were the best promos, and there's a reason why that they were put to be valets. Think about Lana was really, bruh. She got Rusev over.
Oh yeah.
Without Lana, Rusev wouldn't.
Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega got Andrade so much over that they put the NXT belt on him, and they immediately put the United States Championship on him.
And because of that, he ended up giving us classic with Rey Mysterio every other week.
And fucking Scarlett got Scarlett. I'm convinced now for sure. Scarlett is the reason why Karrion Cross's run was what it was. Because I love
Yeah.
Karrion Cross, but he's not the greatest wrestler. That character isn't the most complex character. He's doing way better work now than he did on NXT, but he was way over on NXT because Scarlett added so much value to the character. Like
I
that's
agree.
fucking crazy how that works. He is actually a good promo. But on NXT, Scarlett had that motherfucker seeming like the GOAT on NXT, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Women valets are the best. Even when Melina was the valet for Eminem, she was doing great backstage segments with Batista and all that shit. But I don't know, man. I don't. Some people.
We gonna skip Stephanie McMahon?
I mean, I don't be counting her because she's like But yeah,
Has
but
she ever
Just
really
because she the
been?
boss daughter,
Hold
yeah,
on.
that
No, no,
don't
no, no, no,
guarantee
no,
her to
no.
be
not
good. She
because
can
she the
still be
boss
bad.
daughter,
But let me put it
like
like this:
a
has she
figure.
ever really been a manager though? Like, yeah, she was with Triple H, but she was more of his girl. Has
I mean,
she
No, I mean
ever been?
I'm
she was
talking about
always
her
champion.
promos.
She
Oh,
was
her
always,
promos?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. If we're gonna talk about Attitude Era and early Ruthless Aggression era, Stephanie, no. If we're gonna talk about PG era, then yeah, I think she has one of the best promos. The reason why is because you got to look at the 2015 one she did with John Cena.
Appreciate
When
you, bro.
she said it's not where WWE be without John Cena, it's where John Cena be without WWE. That was probably the hardest shit I ever heard in my life. So yeah, you gotta look at it as what time period. For me, the PG era was the best Stephanie promo. I don't really like the other ones. It didn't come out as natural to me. Especially in the Attitude Era. She kept like doing the yelling thing too.
Oh, y'all, we got another guest in the building. My brother, my actual brother, blood brother. Got my boy Artie in the building. Party
Yo,
Artie.
yo, yo. What up? What
Yo.
up, though?
What's
What
going
up?
on, brother?
What up, man? Hey, listen. None of you niggas ain't put Triple H inside y'all fantasy draft, and y'all ain't shit for that.
Uh,
Cerebral assassin Triple H was fucking insane, bro. Let me just start right there. But y'all had some good picks though, man. Much love. Y'all had some great picks, man.
listen,
Appreciate it, man.
I
Some
told
good
niggas
picks.
always. I think Triple H people underrate his career because he
Yeah,
got with Miss
yeah.
daughter.
Yeah.
Triple H has one of the greatest
Hmm.
careers ever,
I
Yeah,
motherfucker.
he had
agree.
one of good. Yeah.
Shit.
You know what it is? I think it's because of that situation with the Stephanie thing, and I know- and it's because like he was with Shawn Michaels and Shawn Michaels just had it all, so it's
Shawn,
like
Shawn Michaels was the show. Yeah, he was the
yeah,
show.
so it's like it's because they always be like, oh, Shawn Michaels was better, and then you add on that he slept with the boss's daughter and now he's at the position he's in.
Hmm.
It's like they be like, is you really that good or is it like, but he had a good career.
But I tell
Yeah,
niggas
he
this,
had a great
bro, Triple
career.
H is gonna be good regardless. Vince McMahon was already booking him.
Triple H was in my. He was in my top though. He was in my
And he
top.
was smart though. He was smart. He was smart about the way that he was moving too. He
Hmm.
was very smart.
Triple H was he's on the roll with them. He wasn't drinking his shit. He was making sure Shawn Michaels was good. So Triple H always kind of knew what like, his position where he was supposed to be.
Hmm.
But like I said before that curtain call shit, he was supposed to win King of the Ring. So Triple H was already in position even before the Stephanie McMahon shit. I think that's a cop out for niggas just to not put him in that top spot. Y'all
Yeah,
can fuck the Rock and Stone Cold all y'all want. Triple H and Shawn Michaels should be mentioned in the same sentence as them niggas to me.
yeah.
That's
But here's the thing
Yeah.
though. Do you think he'll be in the position he's currently in right now if he didn't get with Stephanie though, as far as becoming the booker and all that? Because I agree, he was meant to
Um,
be a big star, but like as far as everything else, him booking himself doing this, him making final shots, you think that still would have happened?
um, it's really hard to say. I ain't gonna lie. It's
I
Yeah.
hard
think
to say.
so. I think
That
so.
Triple H was my number two, and that's the reason why. Because that's it takes certain people. Everybody don't know how to do that. So that you got to add to that to your finesse. You can't ignore his finesse game, bro. He ain't.
Mhm.
He put himself in those positions, even with him and Sean. You can just tell how he is and how he talks and all that. See, that's art. Let me tell you, right? People, that's not character shit. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm,
type of person who goes up the ladder and shit and steps on people. But it's a metaphor because he's doing that on the show, but then he's doing it in real life too. And
yeah.
so that you can't ignore that. So that's you know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
he would have been in this position anyway because Vince wasn't gonna give that shit to Shane McMahon. I think big bro. Remember, Vince McMahon said, and Triple H said that Vince McMahon started asking that motherfucker while he was still a wrestler his opinion on how other wrestlers should get over and shit, even before
What
the Stephanie shit.
put it like this, bro. I'm gonna bring it to the surface to earth. So boom, like this. So let's say Vince says John Cena is my cash cow. That's how I like the most. Well, okay, so boom. So now John Cena the one fucking Vince McMahon, and see John Cena ain't got the business shit to be had. He wouldn't have WWE, bro. That ain't his vibe. Even though he would be put in position to fuck the bitch, he probably would just be rich and married somewhere doing movies. He wouldn't take to the level to where he's the. It's just not him. So it
Mm.
take Triple H. So he's that type of person. Just like Sean. Sean was more popping than him, but Sean didn't have it in him.
Right.
Triple H did. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's a
true.
certain type of cat.
Triple H a fucking goat. Whether y'all want to call him Triple K, whatever the
I
case may
don't know
be,
why.
he's a
Yo, let
goat.
me tell you something about John Cena, yo. I'm gonna tell you some shit that most people may not believe or want to believe. John Cena is the most talented wrestler of all time. Now, before you say anything about that, hear me out real quick. John Cena is shades talent. He's shades above The Rock from a talent aspect. John Cena is the only motherfucker I know who can really act his ass off. I'm talking about he just ain't no motherfucker who you could put in the action movie. He just beat motherfuckers up all day. And
Hmm.
that's just it. Nah. John Cena had the whole total. First of all, this motherfucker was freestyling. When
Yeah.
he first, look at me when he first dropped, he was spitting all this shit. This motherfucker got a platinum album. When The Rock came out with that, got 50 Bentleys in the West Indies, ain't nobody give that. That shit, that shit was boo boo. Like Rock got it because I ain't even gonna lie. Final Boss Rock, crazy, right?
Hmm.
Hollywood Rock, dope. But come on now, let's just be realist. Nation of Domination Rock was fucking ass. He was fucking ass.
Absolutely.
He was ass. Let's just call a spade a spade. He was fucking ass.
Farouk was the real
And
dude, for real.
I gotta disagree with that one. That he was cold. You tripping?
he was fucking ass, brother.
He
Nah,
made he
He
made the
listen.
group
Can I
interesting.
be honest? Can
he
I
was
be
fucking
honest?
ass. Farouk
I
was
don't
better than
really
him.
fuck with any of the rock shit like that because
Godfather
I
was
just
better than
never
him.
seen it. He was not really that. I found him very corny.
Corny as hell until he became Hollywood Rock, man. It's
Yeah,
different. Until he started wearing that Versace shit, man. Wasn't nobody checking for him when he was Rocky Maivia. Hell no.
yeah.
Hell no.
What made you know where I find it really corny was the PG era where he came back to do that feud with
Yeah, he
Cena
wasn't.
and Punk. That's where
Yeah,
I found
like,
him mad corny.
man.
Like ain't no listen to this day. What like I don't correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he just do this at WrestleMania earlier this year? But he hits the rock bottom, but then does the people elbow and then wins the match. How does that
Um,
make any sense? Like, keep in mind the people's elbow ended CM Punk's
yup.
WWE Championship reign.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, that is kind of.
Not the rock bottom, but the people's elbow.
I'll say this
Yeah.
about The Rock, right? I'll say this. As far as acting in Hollywood goes, he is the weakest. But I'm not
Of
gonna sit and say
course.
that that he's always been like that.
Batista better than him.
The Rock, Batista way better. The Rock fucked himself over after he stopped doing serious roles and started doing straight action shit.
Yeah.
Gridiron Gang is The Rock's best performance to me. That's my opinion.
So here's where I
Gridiron
think he fucked
Facts.
himself over
fire.
in Hollywood. This is where he fucked himself over.
Them steroids.
Leaving the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Because although he did good in the serious movies before, they weren't making the money he wanted to make. They weren't making them $1 billion blockbuster summer movie shit he wanted to do. It was the Fast and the Furious movies that were doing that. So once he joined, he finally had everything. But what happened? He got a little too cocky. He thought he knew better than Vin Diesel,
Mhm.
and then he had Hobbs and Shaw. That shit, it did good for what it was, but it didn't good. It didn't do good where it was supposed to be. What they It did good for an action movie, but it did not do good for a Dwayne the Rock Johnson movie, especially around that time.
He not fucking with Batista at all. As far I'm talking about just pure acting. Fuck the
Of pure
acting.
acting,
He
listen.
Batista is levels above The Rock, and that's
Hmm.
very surprising. And it's not just from being Drax. If you see anything else Batista was ever in, you'll be like, "Oh shit!"
What's that one he did? The cabin one. Was they
hmm
were in the cabin?
That shit was dope.
Listen, Batista's gonna win a damn. Is gonna be nominated for an Oscar. If well, let's be real, he's not. But I'm saying if they was to actually do the shit,
He will have a better
who
chance
has
than The Rock.
best acting? Yeah,
Well,
but
unless this MMA movie turn out. If The Rock could pull something out of his ass,
That's what I'm saying.
this MMA movie, he
So
might get that shit. He might get it.
this is where I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna give this movie the Rock one more chance with this acting shit. Cause honestly, I've been trying. It's just stupid. It's just how many more times am I gonna have to hear a Dwayne the Rock Johnson joke? Like, no, anyone like, oh my god, I paid money to see you put your eyebrows up. Okay, cool. Or I paid money for you to be like, no, motherfucker, play a character. So with this movie, it's like I'm gonna give it one more chance. But bro, Black Adam is like,
That shit was bad.
bro, fuck out of here. Let me go watch Peacemaker. Let me go watch
Mm-hmm.
freaking Drax, bro. Fuck
Mm-hmm.
out of here with this shit.
Ayo, Afi Kingdom, what you think about this, right? I'm going back to my video that I dropped last night. If y'all ain't check it out, go check it out. Shit didn't turn out as controversial as I thought it was gonna turn out. I brought up the point of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. How do you differentiate the two? Because they booking all the black, well, most of the black women as sassy, wearing the big earrings. Girl, baby.
That was exactly Bianca in NXT.
So what do you think?
Yeah.
How do you differentiate Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair? When one of the subs said, make Jade Cargill do the cosplay she used to do, where she dressed up as Jade. You know, she be dressing up as Storm. So what do y'all think about that? Like, what character do you give Jade Cargill? Because I don't think Bianca Belair is changing no time soon.
As a unit, they can be how they are, separate. You want to gear Bianca Belair to be the Barbie, the black Barbie, and I don't mean over the top. I just mean like role model. And then you book Jay more edgier towards the adults. You know, the one that you can fuck like that one. You know what I'm saying? How
Yeah, I
we had
agree with that,
China and
OG.
Fable and shit. Had that have it there for that.
Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are like the Rock and Shock connection. I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm,
It's bigger than just wrestling when you get them two together. Because at this point, first of all, let's just think about this shit. They're the two strongest women in wrestling right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bianca is stronger actually,
She
if I'm
is.
being honest.
hmm
But she just don't look as cut up as Jade. I don't think Jade is any. I don't think Jade is that marketable. Besides strength, I don't think she's that marketable. Like I couldn't put her as the face of my company as far as women's wrestling. I think I could market. Me personally, I could market Rousey before I do her. That's just my opinion. Bianca Belair is a bigger than life star right now, kind of like The Rock. Jade Cargill to me is kind of like she's because I wasn't even that excited when she first made her debut. I'm not gonna lie, like because
hmm
I kind of felt it already. Like, excuse me, when she was doing what she was doing, she was dominating over there. So I already know I was like, yo, WWE got the bread. They're gonna give her the bread. Come over here. I feel like she's dope, and I heard what Kingdom said. He's definitely right. That does make sense. But I feel like their little tag team shit that they doing, I feel like that shit is kind of getting old very quickly. Kind of like the Rock and Sock connection, that shit got old very quickly. It was like, okay, once you win the belts, we tired of seeing y'all. Mankind isn't that great of a wrestler. Jade Cargill is just strong as hell.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
it is. Bianca's growth felt more organic. I mean, yes, but you also got to consider Bianca Belair been in years longer than Jade
That's
Cargill.
some, yeah,
Yeah,
but
you
that's what I'm
gotta keep
saying.
that
So
in
it's kind of
mind.
like, but it's kind of like when you bought Mankind. Is Mankind was he really a great wrestler? He was just hardcore. He was ECW
Yeah,
shit. It's like our favorite Mankind isn't even Mankind. It's fucking Cactus Jack.
facts. That
He's
he's not lying.
everybody's favorite version of Mick Foley. I don't know anybody who I've heard that tells me that they like Mankind better than they like Cactus Jack.
That's true.
Bang
I,
Bang was enough. Bang
I
Bang was
do
enough for me to
here.
be like, yo, I love him. Do Love was fucking terrible. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I feel like their tag team, them as a tag team, I get it. But I'm sick of seeing that strong black woman shit. Like, bro, I even with Bianca Belair when she was chewing the bubble gum and she had her little shit, big ass bamboo earrings, like, that shit's cool. But like, I'm tired of seeing that. Just
Hey,
because they
yo,
black.
Offie Kingdom, yo, me and Offie Kingdom said this multiple times. I said it in the video I dropped last night, and I don't know if it's black women that get so mad at this opinion or not.
Tired of seeing that shit.
We want y'all to be presented in a light where these are women who went to fucking college. These are
Like, look,
knowledgeable women. They don't have, even if they use slang in their real life, on TV you're playing a character. So
Yeah,
you're playing an exaggerated character of something you're trying to sell to get a certain demographic. You brought Sexy Red in this bitch. Cardi B is in this bitch. Megan Thee
yeah.
Stallion is in this bitch. You're trying to get a certain type of black women, but aren't all black women aren't like that. Bianca
Look how
Belair,
they glorify Charlotte Flair, yo. Look how they glorify her.
oh my
right?
She's like, you know what she's like?
mm,
If you in college and you join a fraternity and you have like those ones who are like, what do you call them? What the fuck do you call them? Who are their family was already head of the frat
Legacies, yeah.
legacy. She's like a
mm.
legacy, bro. It's like you can't get past that shit. I'm gonna just keep it real. Charlotte Flair was like, okay, she's a good technical wrestler, but was she really supposed to be that dominant like that? Like, come the fuck on. She was really
Oh
supposed to be that dominant, bro. You didn't really care about Charlotte Flair, other than if her name was just Charlotte, bro, and you didn't know that she was Ric Flair's daughter. Come on, you wouldn't give a
yeah,
fuck. You would
I
have been
agree
rooting
with
for
you.
Bailey way more. You'd have been rooting for Sasha Banks way
All the
more.
four horsewomen. Charlotte Flair to me is she's gonna go down as the greatest women's wrestler because of
She is.
her
Straight up,
accolades
yeah,
and
she
all
is.
that
She
shit.
is.
At the end of the
Yeah,
day, Mercedes Monet put in a Sasha Banks, whatever you want to call her, she put in a shit ton, a lot more work to be in position, and she's a better wrestler. She got fucked over because she's been women's champ in WWE like 4 times, whatever the case may be. And you know how many days in total of all the reign, all her title reigns equal like 1 year. So she's been a 5-time champion only for 300 days. She was literally a champion for 1 fucking week or some shit like that and lost that shit ASAP. Charlotte
yeah,
Flair,
Naomi's one of the best wrestlers that I've seen in the women's division in years.
mm-hmm,
I agree.
Naomi's the most. She's the most athletic. First of all, her Ember Moon, but Ember Moon fucked her shit up.
yeah.
But
Ember Moon wasn't a good talker, but Ember Moon was my favorite because that gimmick was just so
that
drastic.
gimmick was raw. Yeah, yeah, that shit was raw.
Yeah,
She is. It's like Naomi was very was she's more talented, bro. I'm sorry. I've seen her do more exciting shit than Charlotte Flair. I've seen Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is a product of being a part of a wrestling family
mm-hmm.
where she got that history, and she's cut up. She is cut up, but come on, natural strength. Bianca Belair will fucking demolish her.
Mm,
Straight
I
off of
agree.
strength, off of strength alone, bro. Bianca Belair is the most athletic women's wrestler I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like not even on no flips and all the other shit. I'm talking about like when you watch her in a Royal Rumble, you know how hard it was to eliminate her. I've never seen no shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm talking about you getting kicked in your stomach while you're still holding on to the rope. People don't realize how athletic you have to be to still be able to hold like them ropes ain't no those ain't no fucking jump ropes. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That ain't no jump rope. That ain't no
No, that shit's.
them shit's thick. Those are thick ropes, bro. You holding on to the like
Mm-hmm.
I see Bianca deadlift 500 pounds, bro. That's fucking insane.
Right. Especially for
Shit.
being a woman too. I'm like, yo,
Being a woman, 250 is like,
stronger
all
than
right,
me,
you got it.
motherfucker.
Not even Roman can do that shit.
Bro, 250, you'll look at a woman and be like, okay, this motherfucker did 500
Wow.
Real quick, y'all.
pounds.
Let's answer this question real quick.
Hey,
My
yo,
guy.
yo, couch. I'm sorry to interrupt you, man. I'm gonna have to head out, bro.
Okay.
My head's starting to kill me. I think
No,
I've
I
been
got
staring at the
you.
screen
I
too long.
already know. My
Yeah.
boy recovering and shit.
All right, yo. Thanks for having me.
All right, brother.
Sorry for leaving early. Y'all
Have a good
continue,
one,
man.
bro.
Now
See
we
you on the
all
next
good.
one.
All right,
All
bro.
right. All right, peace.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow. Go subscribe to Ricky the Shadow. Let's answer the Oscar question. He said, "Who you think should have ended Oscar's streak of being undefeated?" Obviously, we know Charlotte beat Oscar at WrestleMania. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I think that was the right decision because anyone else, I think people would have had a problem with it. People have a problem with Charlotte Flair beating Oscar, but it at that time and during that time period, it was the most believable thing to happen. Like I thought Oscar was going to win because she won the fucking Royal Rumble. It was undefeated since NXT, but the fact that Charlotte beat her, I was like, okay, I could believe that because I couldn't see nobody else beating her for that shit. Beating her, you know what I'm saying? Because Becky Lynch wasn't at the point where she became yet. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know it, but her really, have her win the championship though first. Nah, well, this is what this is what we was talking about. Oscar had the accolade of being undefeated. Vince McMahon wanted to give Charlotte the accolade of beating the undefeated. So it had to have been her. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that though? Afi Kingdom. Who should
No,
it be? Oscar?
that's I think that's right. When that happened, I wasn't disappointed at all, and especially just based off of what was going on at the time. Now, that was the right decision. I didn't have no pushback about it at all.
Exactly. She said. I mean, listen. When Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka both won that year, I did genuinely think that they both was gonna win because I talk about the fantasy book and I talk about all that, but I also think about the business side of everything when I'm thinking about these. And I really thought that they was trying to get that Japanese market to a T. And I think having them win would have guaranteed them that Japanese market because to this day, they still can't get the Asian market. I'm not saying that's the reason why, but I would attribute that to the Japanese people probably being pissed off that they thought their champs was gonna get the shit and that it didn't happen. Especially because fucking Shinsuke Nakamura and Oscar were the hottest thing smoking out of Japan. So I don't know why Vince McMahon did that shit because Shinsuke Nakamura should have beat AJ Styles. I'll say that. AJ Styles isn't somebody who has to beat Shinsuke Nakamura. What you thinking?
No, Shinsuke. I think Shinsuke should have went over at least once in them feuds.
Right.
They could have got it back because it wasted the whole feud, especially when he went through the character change. When you get repackaged and lose, that's a waste. You get repackaged to win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or just to be on some different shit. But he got repackaged to lose. But hey, I thought of something about Jay, bro. Tell me what you think of this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so she's college educated, and I know her husband plays in the league or something.
Yeah.
She got big money. She got the Rolls Royce or something. So they could book her as like a final boss type character, like sophisticated lawyer vibes, to where maybe she has on suits and she only fights for pay-per-views, and she got two little flunkies. Let's put Trinity and what's the North American Women's Champ?
Kalani.
Okay, so we got Kalani and Trinity as her sidekicks and shit. We could make Kalani a double champ, and that's gonna up her shit. Trinity, she's did so much. Just her being a tag team associated, because Jay could have a championship at this point. You know what I'm saying? So they can, so Jay will get elevated by getting the strap, having this final boss character, and having the stable with those two. Bianca can do her own thing. She doesn't need that. She could maybe even start in it, but she doesn't need to be in it. You know what I mean? She could, but then that'll put a Jade. It'll be a good way to see her in the main event role, as well as separate them as well.
Right. I do think I would rather see Bianca Belair solo. Like when Jay Cargill, I forgot what they was called in AEW. I feel like they was called the Baddies, or whatever the fuck she had. She had her little stable, her little two followers and shit like that. Jay Cargill. Here's my thing. Motherfuckers be so concerned with quote unquote copying one another. This shit is elementary. Soon as I would have signed Jay Cargill to WWE, you're going to NXT. Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson are gonna be your flunkies. Y'all gonna have them dude, because the metaphor shit is ass to me anyway. So you have Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson as your flunkies, and then eventually you're the champion. You're champion for a long time. Then you have one of them turn babyface, and then you can start a rivalry within the group, and then you have one be the oddball out. I don't understand. Like, all right, you signed up for big money, and you propelled her to the main roster, but the report said that they took so long to even debut her because they were seeing holes in her wrestling or whatever the case may be. So why the fuck you ain't just put her on NXT like you do everybody else who needs to develop? Because NXT could have been even bigger money with Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill could have gave him extra 200K ratings and shit like that. So I don't know what he was thinking with that. And then you put her with Bianca Belair, you kind of stunted what Bianca Belair was doing. She was supposed to go back after one of them titles once, she was in the Royal Rumble for a reason. She wasn't supposed to just team up with the first black woman she saw type shit. She could have teamed up with Naomi if he was going to do that. So I don't know. I think Jade Cargill should have been in NXT. Or if you're not going to have her be the fucking NXT Women's Champion, she could have been the first North American champion. Now, AEW fans would have definitely said you was copying tick for tack because she became the TBS. But shit, hey, I mean, that's the business. Y'all copy us, we copy y'all. So shit, I think I would have put her in NXT because by now she would have been ready.
I think a heel of them as the tag teams opens us up a lot of doors, though.
I thought they was going to do that. That's what I thought they was going to do. With the second women's championship that they won back from Unholy Union. I thought they was going to have to tap into some shit because they was being too nice. They wasn't focused. They dropped the ball. I thought they were going to make them like be super duper aggressive and squash Unholy Union. Become, I booked them as the 2-woman power trip instead of the we had Triple H and Stone Cold as the power trip. I thought it was gonna book the 2-woman power trip, but they never did that shit. They just wanted them to be baby faces. Jade Cargill isn't a natural baby face anyway. Somebody that tone, somebody that cut up, and she even backstage when she interact with people, she be playing them out and shit. That's not a baby face. She's supposed to be a heel. So I don't know why they scared to turn Bianca Belair heel. Little black girls like heels too. They mean themselves. The fuck, like,
yeah,
that shit crazy. Say Jay was put on SmackDown because WWE wanted those AEW fans. I mean, they was gonna be AEW regardless. It don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna beat them in ratings. SmackDown has been piss poor for the past couple of months, and they still beat AEW. That I don't think that should have been the case. I genuinely think that WWE is in this weird position with the black women demographic, which is what I talked about in my video, that they're trying their hardest to get the black women demographic, that they're doing everything but actually building the black women as stars. Hey, do a commercial with Cardi B. Hey, tell Sexy Red she got to come to say she in St. Louis. Tell him to come back. Hey, Meg Thee Stallion, you supposed to work with Mercedes Moné. Fuck AEW. We got the real bag. Come do the theme for SmackDown. They doing everything. But
you think Sexy Red really familiar with the product, or she just getting it back?
Hell nah. Sexy Red don't give a fuck about no damn Red. The most she probably did know was Shawn Michaels and shit. Sexy Red just getting the bag, man. She ain't no damn real wrestling fan for sure. She ain't know who the fuck Ethan Page was until she showed up to NXT that day. And they said, hey, yo, this is the nigga. He used to be champion. He gonna come out and interrupt your shit. You just talk shit about him and you keep twerking. Like, but I don't have a problem with it. It's a business decision. I understand that. But you say shit like you don't see color, you put the best product out there. That's not true because why the fuck Bianca Belair ain't wrestle on your pay-per-view if you want to put the best out there? That Nia Jax versus Bayley shit was uneventful. It was unnecessary. Naomi could have fought fucking Nia Jax. And if you don't see color, why you chose 3 random black women to host Bad Blood? The fuck? I don't like you. He ain't had to say no shit like that. If you want to put out the best, really put out the best. Or just say, I'm putting out, I would have said some shit like, I'm putting out who I want to put out. Bianca Belair been champion for 5. I would have told him straight up. Bianca Belair was a premium key figure for the last 3 to 4 years. So I'm working with Tiffany Stratton. I wanted Nia Jax to get her get back. I owe the Samoans everything. We owe the Samoans everything. Nia Jax got to get that belt so y'all can stop calling her bad worker. I want Liv Morgan versus I love Rhea Ripley. Muscle mommy. So sorry, y'all gonna get Bianca Belair later on in life. That's basically what he should have just. I would have kept it a buck. You run the company. Fuck it. I don't see color. Come on, man. Every motherfucker that ever said that they don't see color sees color primarily. And I ain't calling Triple H no damn racist. They just don't know how to book the women's division. That's across the board. That's for me. That's being too blunt with the fans. Well, shit. WWE is the most blunt company in the history of promotions. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is type shit. Bianca needs to go to AEW? Fuck no. That would be a terrible. That's not a. AEW is the edgy is the edgy shit. And you have to have that shit in you. Bianca Belair,
Unless she got fired, then
yeah.
for whatever reason, then you don't do that over the independent. But don't trade. Hell no.
Hell no. Bianca Belair, you know what? Even though AEW, Tony Khan got hella bread, so he can offer whatever bag he wants. But that bag isn't worth it. Mercedes Moné does what she needs to do for AEW, right? And you got Willow Nightingale, who I think is going to be one of the best Black women babyface champions if they allow her to beat Mariah May, which they should, because Mariah May's title reign is ass. Tony Storm should have kept the fucking belt. I'm sorry, but I like at least Tony Khan takes risk, so I'll give him that. But with Willow, I like Willow a lot. I didn't know someone that big, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but someone that big is usually supposed to be the heel, like Nia Jax and things like that. But her being that big as a baby face, and she has some good ass matches, that's unheard of. I've never seen that's like making Awesome Kong a baby face when she was, when she was wrestling back in the day. Like Willow is one of them ones for real to me.
I used to like Awesome Kong too.
Bro, WWE fucked up a lot of. It's funny how another promotion can make somebody look so damn amazing, and then WWE just fuck them up. All you gotta do is keep the same character. She was going crazy in TNA. WWE soon fucked it up. I just love Awesome Kong, bro. Bianca Belair is a megastar in WWE. She's never leaving. She's a lifer. Hell yeah. Was the only person who, if Montez Ford left WWE, I wouldn't be mad, but he ain't doing that. Montez Ford, you could tell what type of guy he is. He's sticking with his wife for sure. He ain't doing
Montel would have to go straight to the main event and straight.
They would
It would
turn
be
on.
nice if it was Strickland. That straight, like no bullshit, no nothing else, just straight to it. They was holding me down. I'm here to be the man, and you the man, so we gonna beef. And I'm gonna show you what I knew my whole life, that I can beat the best of the best. Easy book.
Because he got the athleticism, he got the charisma, he can talk. It's just that loyalty shit is a motherfucker, ain't it? People praise you for it. That's like being loyal. You get caught up with your man did a crime, you ain't snitching, they send you to jail. That's what Montez Ford is on right now. He's too fuck. I'm like, dog, either we gonna walk in the office together on some Sasha Banks and Naomi shit and tell them, yo, put us in fucking position, or I got to fucking go away from you and tell them I'm ready to beat LA Knight for the US Championship and make me a heel. Well, what are we doing? Do we want to be the best, or we just want to be motherfuckers who got the best spots? That tag team championship ladder match, all the highlights was of the Street Profits. Only for them motherfuckers to lose. They've lost every title match they've had in the last 2 years. How am I supposed to be excited when they finally win? When they finally win, it's gonna be like, okay. Unless you send them motherfuckers to Raw. But when is the draft? Are they having the draft? Is the draft no longer like the draft? Don't even mean shit no more. To be honest, they need to revamp that shit. If I'm keeping it in the buck, the motherfuckers have a draft and they draft the people that's already on the roster. That's the stupidest shit ever to me. And Rhea Ripley, motherfucker, she's the champion. Just say that the champions are off limits. That's all you got to do. No champions are eligible for the draft. Because even when they was trading championships, I thought that shit was dumb. Like when the Street Profits was the tag team champions, they had to fucking trade the belts with whoever the fuck it was. That shit was dumb as hell. When Charlotte and Becky had to trade the belts, when Charlotte threw that shit on the floor. That's why I fuck with Charlotte to a certain extent. Charlotte Flair funny as hell. She threw that bitch on the floor. Said, "Oh my bad, I didn't mean to drop it."
I understand.
What you think though? You think Bobby Lashley debuting tomorrow?
Yeah, I say so.
So what do we get though? Do we get?
It's funny because like whenever like I've been seeing them on my algorithm and shit, like TNA, posting up their old shit and stuff like that. They want it. They know the people talking about it. Like certain shit you gotta wait on, but this they gonna make us wait maybe on what happens in the story. But he's for sure for the debut.
But here's my thing. So are we getting a babyface hurt business, whatever the fuck they're gonna be, or or are we getting heels? Like I'm like the way MVP has been coming out, I don't see MVP and Sheldon as the baby faces in the situation. I might see. I think I'm starting to see Swerve and Prince Nana might be the baby faces in the situation because they interrupted him. They calling him out. MVP passing out his cars and shit like a heel manager Paul Heyman type of shit. So what do we get? Is Swerve going babyface?
Yep, he gonna go back.
Mm. I mean, with all that dancing and shit, Prince
He
Nana
he gonna go babyface off his redemption, just off of what you call it.
of Hangman. Yeah, that is weird. I'm like, how the fuck is Hangman the baby face in that situation? He burned his house down, or was he not supposed to be the baby? The way Swerve been because how you go from when Swerve going against Daniel Bryan, he was the heel, and straight until are we supposed to feel sympathy for Swerve because of the shit like that? That's one thing that confused me with Tony Khan. Like he switched that shit too quick for me. Hangman is heel, but how? I understand because he burned the house down, but this motherfucker was just heel against Daniel Bryan though.
It's because Swerve brings out the evil in them type shit.
Mm. That shit weird, y'all. That shit weird, y'all. What y'all? Let me see. AW ain't going nowhere. AW is getting huge. It is even playing here in South Africa. Oh shit, that's what's up. Listen, I hope AW is successful, man. We ain't with that tribalism shit. We like pro wrestling. We're passionate about pro wrestling. I'm not passionate about WWE. I watch the product. Just like I told my black women in my video, I said, hey, if y'all have a problem with WWE, how they book black women, go watch AEW. I think you'll be happy with what you see. You got fucking Athena is the Ring of Honor champion. You got Mercedes Moné is the double champ. You got Willow Nightingale going crazy. And then if you want to look out for the Red Velvet and all that other type of, you got a lot of options. So it ain't just one wrestling brand around, y'all. And then I was gonna say TNA. I don't really know much about TNA. I wish Naomi would have stayed at this point. What you think, man? You think Naomi coming back was the right decision, or she should have stayed TNA knockout champion?
I can't say it because I don't know what the bag difference is.
Oh shit, it gotta be huge.
You know, if TNA paying her 500,000 and WWA paying her 1.5 million, well, I dropped the title for $1 million.
Right, but you know what's crazy? I think it's the opposite. Not the opposite, but I think her shit with WWE might be 500 to 7, and then TNA that shit might have been like 1 to 3, low key. I ain't gonna lie, because I remember the Revival said when they was in WWE as a tag team, the motherfuckers was only making 150.
Well, who?
The Revival.
Oh yeah.
They said they was making 150 a piece, and that's with the traveling, the hotels, the renting cars, and all that shit. So really, the motherfuckers making like 100. You know what I'm saying? So in TNA, I could only imagine somebody like a Joe Hendry or some shit might be making 2, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the bag probably way more significant, but I don't think she getting an M. I don't think so.
Where did he come from anyway? I just start hearing about him right now. What was his independent? Have you spoken independent yet?
Yeah, I mean, not in person. No, me and Ricky the Shadow actually talked about it. I started looking up some shows around our area so we could link up, do a vlog, and go watch some shit. But the only shows I seen, they had little wrestling, like the dwarfs wrestling and shit. That I should do look interesting, but I want to go to just the show type shit. So but we definitely gonna do that though. But Joe Hendry, I don't know where the fuck he came from either. I ain't gonna lie to you. I believe she came back for $1 million, or she did. That's what's up. Joe Hendry is his songs and shit is funny when I really started looking into him, but that shit has been done to death. If Joe Hendry getting over right now, then why the fuck did WWE get rid of Elias? You know what I'm saying? It's the same. It's not that different to me. His shit is funny to me, but as a character, I don't think it's not that deep. That Top Dollar shit that he did that was funny. I ain't gonna lie. He was on Top Dollar ass in that song. Like he fucked him up. I ain't gonna lie. Joe can wrestle. I mean, his shit. That shit with Ethan Page was cool. It was cool. I don't think he's the best. I don't think that character is all that. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all keep talking to us though. We got 10 minutes. Of course we're gonna let y'all go before SmackDown, but I got 10 more minutes. Shit, man, we got a lot of videos coming.
4-4 right now. Good luck.
What happened?
Oh, it's different for my time. It's 4-4-4.
Shit, you got the whole day ahead of you and shit, man. You go out, get you some drinks and shit.
4-4-4.
What's what I was about to say? Oh yeah, next month we're gonna have Ricky the Shadow host, y'all. We did the all time wrestling draft. Next month we doing all time tag teams. That's gonna be the next draft. Ricky the Shadow gonna host on his channel. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can be ready for that.
We gonna make tag teams or draft tag teams.
Draft tag team.
Okay.
Draft the best tag team. We have a tag team roster of all time. We might limit it to like 6 apiece because we know a lot of tag teams, but the most obvious ones, if somebody get the most obvious ones, it's kind of no way you could win. So you know what I'm saying? So and then we'll do something different the following month type shit.
Okay.
So at the end game, I see Nia Jax joining the Bloodline. I don't think they never gonna put women involved in the Bloodline story. I think after WrestleMania, this shit is over. Rock and Roman is done. Because then you dragging this shit. That's like 7 years, bro. Like enough of that bullshit. All right, because then people could critique and say that Roman Reigns is just as big as the Bloodline story. That he got over finally after all these years, but he can't get over without some shit involving the Bloodline. Now let's see.
What would you? That's a good question. What would you want to see? What do you want to see Roman Reigns do, bro?
Like I said, I want to see him be. I want to see now that all this shit has happened. He's finally gotten over. Now let's see.
And going against two.
Let's see if he can be the babyface champion of the WWE. Let's see if it was just lightning in a bottle where people gravitated toward the heel shit and then they kept shoving it down people's throat. Now I want to see him as a babyface, and he has to go against a formidable heel opponent, which in my world would be either Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes turning heel. Because other than that, I don't see who else will be worthy enough as a heel unless you make a new. Because trying to bring up a young boy like Braun Breaker or something like that, I don't think it's gonna work against somebody like a Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think like Jericho, like he's over, but do you think he need a tweak, or do you think a tweak would be interesting? Like, you know how like the Miz, how he evolves to these different things. They're not repackages. They just evolve into something else. So like how he can, or you know how the Hollywood Batista, he didn't just come back and was like Hollywood. He kind of evolved to that. So like, what do you want to see? Like, I don't know. Like, for one thing, I want to see him wear regular clothes sometimes. I could say that. I don't want to see him look like he's coming from the gym every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be wanting to see people wear clothes, but I don't know. I can't say pulling up in the old school. I don't know what I want to see something different from him. So I want to see something different from him as a solo person because he doesn't have Heyman and other. So he's like a brand. He has potential to be a brand new everything. He doesn't have to cut his hair or no shit. But but the thing is, I think he just needs to be tweaked, just as an evolution, not because something's wrong with his character or just like Hollywood Rock. I mean, not big Final Boss Rock. He didn't have to do that, but when he did it, it's like, damn, we are glad he did. But it's not like his character was stale. Cody just made it boom. So that's what I'm saying. Like for Roman, like what he needs to evolve to something. But what does it look like?
I want to see him change his fucking gear. I'm not gonna lie, his in-ring gear. I want to see something different. I don't know what that looked like, but for a superstar, he got the most plainest fucking gear I've ever seen. This motherfucker wear black pants and a red glove, and that's it. Like even when they did the War Game shit and they was all wearing red, he was still all the motherfucker with black pants on. I thought he was gonna wear some red pants or something. I like to see him change his gear. Number one. I'm not a big fan of his new theme song. I thought the old one just sounds better. They tweaked it because it's supposed to be the Babyface theme song, but that shit don't it don't really do it for me. I like the old theme song better, to be honest. I like
I don't know, like it could be something like maybe he's like we find out he's a like a motorcycle rider, or he like fucks with the old schools, like
like he
something personal,
wears some Harley Davidson shades, some shit, some glick,
or
some
a vet. Like
aviator.
it just seemed like he's okay. Boom, he's so popular. But think about it. Other than his relationships with other wrestlers, we don't know shit about him, bro.
Mm.
Character wise, I mean, not the football, like not
Yeah,
that shit. Like character wise, we don't really know shit about him. So that's what I want to see. I want to see some character development as far as, okay, who are you when you're not the greatest of all time and you're at the top of the company? Other than that, who are you?
and he's capable of doing that because we've seen his in ring acting work where he's putting on the emotion and shit is the best work that he ever does. And he don't even gotta do that with a mic, with his facial expressions and his body language.
Like,
I
like,
think we're gonna get that though. I think we're gonna
like
get
when
that
Stone Cold went against Booker T. Like you didn't think there was
now.
that, you didn't think there was that version of Stone Cold in him until he started doing it. So, like I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know. It could be badass shit. It could be comedy, something, but he needs to be tweaked. Something.
I think what they're about to do now, he tweeted out tonight, we're gonna acknowledge him. So he's about to, like you said, Jey Uso is about to become the one of the best baby faces on SmackDown. I think they're about to do a whole 180 with his character whereas Jey Uso and Arlen was building them up, now he's gonna play the back and build up his family and show that, he's actually a family man. He actually cares about being supportive and shit like that. I don't know how drastically different that is to show, what we want to get out of him. But if he could play it right and really make an impact, I think they might be on to something. Like I think the only way they're gonna get Jey Uso involved in this storyline is if Roman Reigns like really get on his knees and acknowledge that motherfucker. Like, yo, you're the one with the belt. You're the only one with the belt in the family in this family right now. You're the IC champ. I acknowledge you. I want you to lead us into war games as the leader of the group. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. I don't know what that does for him necessarily, but maybe that makes people more sympathetic toward him being a baby face and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the route they're going.
Yeah, I feel like I need to see his house or something. Like I need something personal about him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it
Let
was
me see his Jordan collection. Just something.
if Vince McMahon was around, they would have definitely, which is messed up to me. They would have played on the passing of his uncle and his father for sure. I think I genuinely think they would have. Hey, yo, could we get permission to put a camera at the funeral, or could you talk about it during the segment and shit? Like Triple H hasn't even had Roman come out and talk about that during a promo, nothing like that. I think Vince McMahon probably would have tried to use that to humanize him more, to make us more interested in Vince McMahon would have been some shit like, oh, hey, say you suffer through depression or some shit like that. Like Vince McMahon did some wild shit. I ain't gonna.
What if they gave Roman the sex symbol, a sex symbol promo, not like Ravishing with Rude, but you know how like The Rock always referred to like the bitches and shit. Like, yeah, I know your bitches fuck with me, like that type shit. You know
But
what I'm saying? Like,
when does he do that though? That would have to happen after the Rock
come
shit.
on down to the Holiday Inn. We're gonna pop bottles and I'm fucking models because I'm the GOAT. Y'all don't know anything.
I think, but yeah, that would definitely have to happen to after he beat the Rock. Because I am interested in knowing what they're gonna do with him after he beat the Rock. Is he about to be on some I'm on my way out type shit and really just be on some Rock shit and want to do movies and do whatever TV shows, or is he like, all right, I'm ready to come back full time? Because this motherfucker ain't been full time in a very long time. That's why we can't figure out what type of character he is. And I think,
First things first, he needs some different ring gear for show.
mm-hmm.
I don't care what it is.
That shit is ass. And don't bring back the vest neither. Don't do that. That shit was even worse. Keep the shirt off. Let the ladies fawning over you. You got skinnier. You got slimmer. But wear some tights with some designs on them. Some I don't know.
Even if he wasn't wearing suits, it's tailored suits and shit, like how he was in the movie, like something, some king type like vibe or something.
Wear the tailored suits with the bun. Come out with the little necklace around your neck and something. Bro. They got to figure that shit out though. Unless he just really about to be done. Which I could see. I could see that too. I ain't gonna lie. He'd be like, "Listen, my health. I had cancer remission twice while I was wrestling. Some. Listen, y'all motherfuckers want to be here every day. Y'all tweaking. Sorry. You know what I'm saying. I could see it, but wait, let me see. We need to make LA Knight the other face of WWE after WrestleMania. Mm, I'm not the biggest LA Knight fan. I'm not gonna lie. I like his work. I like his promos, but LA Knight for me. Mm-mm.
LA Knight is after Jey Uso.
Yeah, I like Jey. I like even though Jey Uso, you could say it's cringy. The Yeet shit, that shit is over, bro. I still fuck with it. Yeet
No,
over.
I'm just saying as far as he's next up, and then whatever his run is with the World Heavyweight, whenever it is, then LA Knight. LA Knight, I don't see him up next right after the Gunther shit, and not
Yeah,
for Cody either. Now,
I think Triple H gonna let a young boy get the belt. I think within the next 2 years after this bloodline shit is over, hopefully a young boy coming for that belt. I don't think it's gonna be Braun Breaker. I genuinely think they're gonna let Braun Breaker get the belt right back from Jey Uso because how the fuck do you get Jey Uso in this War Games shit this close to War Games? War Games is like a couple weeks from now. Like, how do you organically get him in the War Games match without having him drop the belt? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know about that. That's gonna be.
I got an idea for a video. I'm gonna make this video, and this see the thing is this: when wrestling hit Netflix, it's gonna get a whole new eyes, right?
Mhm.
But it's also going to create new stars because a lot more motherfuckers going to be professional wrestlers after that who didn't necessarily knew about what the product was. So then now you got to change the way you train and recruit. You know what I mean? So now you're going to get new waves of cats who want to be wrestlers after that shit's on Netflix, bro.
I think with the Netflix shit, any person you see that does recurring like Netflix roles and shit, you know, Netflix got their own movies and they use a lot of the same motherfuckers. I think a lot of them motherfuckers are gonna guest star on Raw episodes, if not as a host. Just they're gonna place them in the crowd for a reason, like make them interact with the wrestlers and shit, do wrestling documentaries, Netflix parties and shit, even like reality shows on Netflix like Love Is Blind and shit. I think they're about to cross pollinate like a motherfucker to have the reach of Raw in particular go all the way across the nation. Like, don't be surprised y'all see some Netflix reality show motherfuckers in the crowd and they acknowledging them or they hosting events and shit like that. I think Netflix gonna be good for Raw as far as business wise, but a 2 hour Raw is ass. I'm not gonna lie. That shit got to be 3 hours because that shit last week was terrible.
I want to see how much they're gonna push the adult content, like the sexual shit and all that. Like how racy are they gonna be willing to get?
I think women wise it's gonna get as close as it could possibly get. As far as cursing and shit, I don't think they're gonna curse that much. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be on some regular. Now, if these motherfuckers start saying fuck and all that on wrestling, oh, I'm watching every week. But I just don't see it though because at the end of the day, they still even though it's on Netflix, there's still that kid demographic is too much money, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the women are gonna be more scanded, clothing more. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, I dropped my shirt, but I gotta
The
cover it.
first episode gonna break hella records.
Yeah, there won't be bra and panties. Nah, they ain't doing no bra and panties matches, no shit like that. What I'm saying, I'm talking about the just like how you see Lola Vice twerking and shit on NXT. They gonna have sexy reds and twerking and all that stuff like that. I want to see women in bikinis again, and I want cuss words again. Well, my friend, I don't. At the end of the day, it's on Netflix, but it's still a live show. I don't think they're having bra and panties and Playboy cover shit in front of little kids. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But it's just when you're watching it on Netflix, like the crowd might not be able to hear Dominic Mysterio say fuck or something like that, but we'll be able to hear it because there's mics close to the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think it's gonna be. We're just hearing more background noise and more shit, and the backstage segments will be more crazy. You know what I'm saying? Have them do photo shoot. Yeah, you can still do sex appeal. I think the women can still do calendars and stuff like that. I don't have an issue with stuff with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I know y'all got Raw. I don't mean Raw. I know y'all got SmackDown. We all gonna tune in to SmackDown. I'm gonna drop some YouTube shorts, my review on SmackDown, Instagram Reels. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at Real Black House Booking. And if you don't follow my guys, follow my guy Ricky the Shadow, Expert Level Wrestling Podcast. Follow my guy, my brother, Artie. You know what I'm saying? Follow all of us on our platforms, man. We dropping this content for you every Friday. We doing streaming and shit like that. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Y'all having a good time. Thank you so much. Check out my video if you want to check it out. And Sunday, we will be dropping an upload, and I'll let y'all know what the upload is, man. I had a good time with y'all tonight, man. Thank you so much for coming through. Check out my shorts though, man. We're gonna see what this SmackDown hitting for. Y'all got Carmelo Hayes winning. Y'all got Carmelo Hayes winning. Y'all got Last Legend Jakar Jackson winning. Hot take: I think Carmelo Hayes should win tonight. He's not going to, but he should. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. Talk to y'all later, man. Peace out.